Yes, Wagwan people, welcome back to the Hotspur Cave. It's me, Jay, your host, and it's the White Heart Pain podcast episode dos. So listen, people, if you're new here, make sure you smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel as well, man. You know, we're growing, we're growing. I think we're, if I'm not mistaken, we're 55 subs away from 500 people. So please, 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 on your way in, if you could just smash the like and subscribe, that would be great. I'm gonna bring my co-host up with me now. Elijah, what you saying, my bro?
I'm chilling, man. I'm tired of shit, but I'm tired of this team even more. So yeah, we got a lot to to get into, my bro.
Yeah, we've got a lot to get through, fam. You get me? Man said morning, big up man like Jonathan David, Victor Moses. I love this cheek. I hear it, John. Big up John every time, man. But yeah, while we wait for R1, I think we're just waiting on him. He will be here shortly, people, so don't
Yeah, that's
worry.
calm.
There's a lot to get through, man. We've got a lot to talk about. It's been a busy week in the world of Tottenham. So where should we start, man? Where should we start? We could start with the youngsters turning up on Thursday and doing their thing. We could start on the fact that we get rejected. We get rejected by literally everyone. You know, we could also start on the fact that we've been linked with Garnacho. We've inquired about the services of Alejandro Garnacho from Manchester United. Let's start off with the Europa League game. Let's start off with the Europa
Let's
League
start
game.
with a
I know
nice
you
note.
watched it. What did you make of it, bro?
Well, there wasn't really anything that Elfsborg really did in it. Like we dominated the game from start to finish. A few half chances in the first half, just some decent saves from the goalkeeper. But we looked tired. That's in the first half, you know what I'm saying? We looked tired. We looked a bit slow to kind of piece things together and try. You know how like other teams will have that quick link up play. We didn't really have that, you know, like we had it at times. Son was ripping his man. So that was a positive to take away. But it wasn't until we brought the youth on in until we had that burst of energy. And I feel like us as Tottenham fans, we've forgotten what it's like to have that burst of energy just on the pitch because we haven't seen that in months, bro. We ain't seen it. Everyone's just been looking like Frankenstein's on the pitch, dead, not moving, slow to think. Bro, we've just been seeing that for the last 3 months, innit? So now we got youth coming on, burst of energy. You see the whole team lift up and we instantly see them score. I'm so happy that the young G's got on the score sheet, not only for their confidence, but maybe that will convince Ange to start playing some of the youth, man. Actually go to this youth project kind of thing, and let's see how it goes in it. Because well, I'm sure we'll get into transfer soon, but no senior player wants to come to us, bro. So at this point, we might as well just, you know what I'm saying, start integrating the youth a bit more, seeing who can actually progress, who can't, and that we have to turn to what we have, man. But I'm happy we got the win, so we don't have to go through the playoffs because that would be long. We got basically Galatasaray or Real Sociedad to play next, which are two very difficult ones. I'm not gonna lie, but as long as Tottenham don't move like joke, man, we should be getting past these guys though. So yeah, I'm just happy we got the win. It's more of like a thank you next kind of win. Like it's not something we have to stick on because it is Elfsborg at the end of the day. But I'm happy, man. We got the win. That's all we need.
Yeah, no, I agree, bro. I agree. It's one of them games where it's a bit bittersweet because of how our season's going. It's like you want to be happy, but then you don't want to over celebrate and overdo it. And while I quickly run to go tweet, I say run, while I go tweet the stream out so we can get some people up in here, I want to leave you with this question. If
Mhm.
looking at that game, what do you think and is going to do with some of these young players now? You know, the likes of Ajayi, Mikey Moore. I'm going to shut that window because them crows are loud. They're doing it on purpose, I swear. I swear they're
Every
doing it on.
time,
They're
fam.
right. My balcony is right next to my bedroom window, yeah. So they're sitting on the ledge, just
Just
hawking
cool.
and it's pissing me off.
You know
So,
that bullshit. Man. You know what I'm saying? I hear it, bro. But
you know what
in
I'm
terms
saying?
of
But yeah, what do you think he's going to do with it? I'll leave that one with
uh,
you.
all good, man, all good, man. In terms of what I think is gonna happen with the youth, I can't lie. Unfortunately, given Ange's track record, he doesn't like to rotate unless he absolutely has to. You know what I'm saying? So considering the fact that that's his previouses, I don't even know if the youth is going to get no time, which is why I'm happy they scored the goals specifically, not assisted, not in the build up, no pass to assist like it's the NBA. I'm glad they scored the goals because goals are the thing that stick the most. And when we go back to that Elfsborg game, we're going to say the youth got us through because they're the ones who scored the goals. But we saw what happened with Jed. He didn't get into the starting lineup until there were 3 centre back and a left back injury. Then Jed was put in the team. We've seen what happened with Regulon. We had to wait until 3 centre back injuries, left back injury, and Spence couldn't play. Then he got put in the team. So we've seen Brandon Austin get 1 game, then we signed Kingsky. There's been so many instances where the manager refuses to play players. We see Mikey Moore struggle to get minutes. And true say he's been out for the last couple of months, but even before that, it's not like he was getting bare minutes like that. So when it comes to the bench players, when it comes to the youth, and just showing that he doesn't want to rotate, even though it's supposed to be a youth project, I'm just hoping that when he scores, or when the youth scores, now that the youth has scored, we could see Ange start doing shit, because I ain't gonna lie. My man don't be doing shit, bro. He just be sat there. Oh, there's youth on the bench? Nah. We're gonna bring on Kulu at halftime. We're gonna bring on Basuma at halftime. Like, that shit don't make no fucking sense to me, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to everybody in the chat though. Make sure you hit the like button on your way in. Subscribe to my broski J. We need to get to a bare minimum 450 subs, man, by the end of the stream. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really got no pool, but one thing I will do is pause. By the way, that's kind of gay. But one thing I will do
that was
and
that
sub to
was trust a heart.
J, fam, my broski, like that.
Oh man, my thing is moving mad. But in the meantime, we got R1 here. So while I refresh, I'm gonna bring R1 up on stage. R1, big up
What
yourself,
up?
introduce
Come
yourself,
on,
and
man.
just get straight into your thoughts on Thursday, brother.
Oh, what from Thursday?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
to be honest, I'll be real. I fell asleep in the second half, so I didn't see all the Mikey Moore and the Jai. I missed it live because I was tired. The game was boring. I was thinking this is Elfsborg. I did enjoy Son in the first half though. He was twisting that
Yeah,
right back out of his boots. I know the guy's probably crap, but
yeah,
nevertheless, it was still good to see. Um, Other than that, I was happy. But like on the positives, yeah, I was happy that the academy lads got to score goals and that. I'm not really fooled by Dane Scarlett. He's been here long enough. That's his first goal for me. I'm not that impressed. But I would love to see it go on to mean something. Like that would be great. But I'm not really expecting nothing much. Mikey Moore, obviously, I think he will be the truth. I think I see a lot of things in him that like transcends age and things like that. Like when there's certain ballers that you watch, and you can see that it's not just like age isn't the thing here. They just know how to play football. Do you get what I'm saying? Like at
yeah,
any level, they always will. I see that kind of talent from him. And Ajayi, yeah, his goal was very good. I really liked. I think he maximised the little minutes he gets because God knows he ain't touching that pitch versus Brentford. So he just made sure that he had to just maximise the minutes that he had, and he could do what the best that he could. And I think he definitely did that. So well done to all of them. That's what I would say. That's honestly, I've got nothing else to add.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, man. And big up R1, man. I will put make sure you guys go and check both of these lot out, man. I'm gonna put their links in the description.
Come on, man, and
Elijah's
subscribe to the
literally
channel if you're not
talented.
subscribed, man.
Come on,
yes,
man.
sir.
Road to 500. But yeah, no, for my quick thoughts before we move on to a bit of transfer talk. Do you know what? Again, first of all, big up to everyone that has been helping push the Levy out more. We're pushing the Enoch out chance and whatnot. It's been amazing, bro. In the stadium, yeah, I couldn't believe it. That stadium was electric, bro. And when I say electric, I think the last time that stadium was rocked like that was probably when we beat Liverpool, not even in the cup game, when Matip scored that own goal at the start of last season,
Oh
Mm.
shit.
and probably against Sheffield as well, because that yeah,
That Southside
bro,
looked mad
Yeah,
versus Sheffield.
bro, the South Stand, that's my
The
home, man.
Kulusevski goal, in it, on the right foot.
Yeah, yeah,
That
the
goal
South
there.
Stand. That's
Mm.
that's my home, man. That's my Yeah, that's my second home. But what I will say in regards to the game itself, yeah, is the youngsters showed, yeah, that it ain't hard to take your man on, bro. It ain't hard. Follow your pass. Ajayi, follow in the pass. That is exactly all we ask. Brendan Johnson will make the pass and then run off.
and then run away.
Again, Werner running the ball out of play. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Why is it that we, this season, our youngsters have looked more senior than our senior players?
I said that since pre-season as well. When I was watching them from pre-season, yeah, I was thinking, for me, in my mind, I felt like we always looked better when the youngsters was playing. Like when the young boys was playing amongst themselves. I felt like we always looked better then than when the senior players would come on. I'm like, this is shit now. This is boring. Like there's no cohesion. It's not looking smooth and solid. But then when I'm seeing Mikey Moore, Lancashire, and Tyrese Hall and all the XYZs, and I'm seeing them guys, I'm seeing like these look like they play together. These look like they actually know what's going on here. So I think that kind of showed itself again in the Europa League. Like I felt like the game kind of picked up when these guys kind of came on.
I also think it was their hunger to get minutes, man. I think it's that desperation, bro. It's like they got given a chance, and we see very young players nowadays, like they get given a chance and they kind of crumble under the pressure a little bit. We see the Man City centre back crumble under the pressure when he got given a chance. He got thrown straight into the firing line, and he
Mm.
cost them a goal. So I I think it's definitely that hunger. I think that's one thing I do like to see. But let's move on. Matthias Tell has rejected Tottenham Hotspur. What are your boys' thoughts on the Tell deal? Was he someone that you wanted? Was he someone that is just it kind of just is what it is? What are your boys' thoughts? Elijah, I'll come to you first. What did you make of it, man?
You know it is, yeah. Like you man know Ash Mike in it. Like he does his analysis on players and that. He did his analysis on Matthias Tell like last week in it. I can't lie. Ash is the type of guy, yeah, to give
He'll
you a
sell it
penny
to
and
you
tell you it's a
still.
pound, fam.
He'll sell it to you.
Yeah,
Who,
he'll
who,
give you a
who,
penny and try and
who,
convince you it's a pound, fam. You know, like that.
Mm.
who?
Bro, he was breaking down Matthias Tell. I was looking at this guy like, yo, this might just be French Brendan Johnson, fam. I can't lie, bro. The shit Ash was saying, I was like, nah, this guy might be shit, fam. I can't lie, bro. But nevertheless, yeah, he still said no to us, meaning that he's looking at us. You man remember the Di Maria quote, fam? Imagine you're trying your hardest, then you just find out you might be linked to Spurs, fam. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. We're
Becoming
looking
real.
like we're like Ariana Grande FC, man. Thank you. Next. You know what I'm saying, bro? Everyone's saying thank you, but next. Tomori as well. Thank you. Next. You don't want to play here neither. And now it's looking like, yeah, we might not be getting it. We're linked with Desassi as well. I opened my phone this
Oh,
morning.
don't.
Bro, I woke up, 10:45. I checked my phone 10:46. I'm seeing Desassi, bro.
Let me see if
Bro,
there's an update
if we
because.
get Axel Disaster into this class, yeah, into this club, we're
But I hope
finished. I can't lie.
I think he'll turn because Villa's onto him apparently, so I think he'll turn us
I
down to
hope
be
he goes
honest.
Villa, bro. You know, like that. I don't
So
want him
yeah,
coming here, fam.
this
But
is
it's the
the
fact that it's the fact that everyone's rejecting us, bro. It's like we're bad, bro. Like
and you
this
know
is
what?
bad.
I said yeah that you see how I'm on this Levy out thing first and foremost. Yeah, and I've been that for years. But as much in my quest to obviously make people see the same thing and want people to want that same change and push that as the number one narrative, I also have to think that there's now that that's kind of happening and media and players and everyone's picking up and they're saying the truth about Levy, which they should have been saying years ago, but whatever not, it's kind of come to the forefront now. I feel like the negative side of that is that it's come to the forefront, which means players are going to understand, wait, so why am I going there? Managers are going to think,
Yeah,
wait, why am I actually going there? Like, when it all does come to fruition, that is kind of the bad side of it. And what do we actually do about that? Because now it's beyond money, it's beyond training and facilities and all that bullshit that they talk. It's beyond NFL, it's beyond all the things that we offer. It's beyond that because
It's not even just that as well, R1, yeah. And I've been deep in this. I've been sitting here thinking, and big up Jonas quick. Let me just read his chat quick. He says, Ange out, Levy out, Lange out. Come on, man. There's a reason Villa got rid of that Lange guy. Facts. But
I don't know.
I'm sitting here looking at it and I'm thinking all this stuff has come out about the wage structure and how Levy's effectively, and I quote the guy from Talksport, trying to run the tightest ship in Europe. It's like if I'm a footballer, I'm thinking, bro, I'm not gonna go there because there's no incentive to go there. They're
No.
struggling right now, which means there's extra pressure on me to perform straight away. Right? Especially I'm not from the, you know what I'm saying? I'm not from the English league. Oh, we got a new sub, people. We got a new sub. Big up, man.
Big up
Thank you, bro.
Kieran, man.
Welcome to the cave,
Big
my
up
bro. Welcome to
Kieran.
the cave, man. We're just out here struggling right now. We're struggling. But yeah, I'm looking at it thinking I'm not gonna get any incentives. I'm not gonna be if they need me, I want top dollar, bro. I want top dollar to leave where I'm at in January, move my family in January to a new country. Like I think people seem to forget all of these factors play into a transfer. So I'm looking at Daniel Levy like, yeah, as much as we can sit here and say that we're not in the greatest position on the pitch, that can change. In 3 weeks, that could change. Like I know it's probably not, and I'm not sitting here saying that we're gonna have this mad turn in form. But what I'm saying is in 3 weeks' time, we could all of a sudden we pick up 3, 4 wins on the spin and the season looks different. And the
That's true.
objective for the season looks different.
That's
So
true.
there's more than just the where we are in the table to why these players aren't signing for Tottenham. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, unless we get this parasite out of our football club, it's just not gonna happen.
We're doomed.
Big up Jordan says the directors are dickheads for that. What dickhead puts in a bid for a player without speaking to the player first? A lot of people do it. It's a lot easier to do it that way, man. I'll be honest, it's a lot easier to do it because then if you eliminate talking to the club, then you get
I
me. You
agree,
can just speak
actually.
straight to the player. Do you
I
know what I'm
agree
saying?
because look how many times that we got agreed on personal terms, and then with the club because of the price of the club and this and that, the deal breaks down. So
Hmm.
sometimes it doesn't matter how you do it. I can't lie. It doesn't matter if you do it one way first or the other. Both things have to be agreed at the end of the
But
day.
serious clubs, yeah, and before we're gonna shift on to the next transfer topic as well, because we got a few transfer topics to talk about. Then I want to talk about the Brentford game as well and some other things. But most serious clubs, they send someone out to talk to the player and they send someone out to talk to the club. So these things are happening simultaneously. That's how you get the deal done, wrapped up quick. You know what I'm saying? You send someone out to go and talk to the player's agent or talk to the player. You send someone out to the club to go and chat to the club. The club agree a fee, then you're just waiting on the eighth and on the player side there's already someone out there negotiating with the player. If the player agrees, then all you're waiting for is to come to an agreement with the club, which is in some aspects it is easier to come to an agreement with the club in terms of a number. But bro, we knew Daniel Levy. We all knew we weren't getting Mateus Tell, and everyone was on their knees. I don't even rate this guy. Everyone was on their knees for this
Do you know
guy,
what?
talking about he's
Do you
the
know what?
next. He's the next. I got told he's the next Mbappe. Oh my god! Like,
Huh?
come on, bro. Come on,
I don't know
bro.
about all that.
Come on, man.
I don't know about no next Mbappe or no next no one, but do you know what? I've seen little bits and pieces and I heard about him through the obviously grapevine and I've heard this and that, yeah, but like, first of all, 60 million is a bit steep. But you see what my argument is? We're always complaining about what we spend and wages and this and that. All I heard with that particular one is we wanted to pay the money and we had the wages ready. That's all I asked for them to do. Obviously, not always for Mateus Tell, but for the just for proper players that's going to help what we're doing. That's what I asked. Just make sure that you have that. So I can't complain on that side of things. But at the same time, I knew how this was going to end. Why the hell would Mateus Tell come from Bayern Munich, like a club of Bayern Munich, and then you're seeing the other names that are involved in this situation? Why
Yeah.
would you come to Spurs? First of all of this is going on in the media. Second, we're 15th. And like you said, Jay, that's there's a lot of pressure to come and perform for a 19-year-old to come, move country, all your family and that. Imagine we
Mhm.
get relegated. So what? He's going to leave, and then where are you going to go? You have to pack your family up and move again. Like it's all just. What's the point? No one wants to come to a club that's sitting in 15th. So obviously that's where it will go back to the Ange conversation, where that is a problem that still has to be dealt with because we can't stay in 15th. And with him, I don't see us moving. I'll be real. I don't see us really, because we could be 16th. This is what we're all forgetting. We're saying 15th, but if Everton beat Leicester, we're 16th place, bro. Like, do you not
Mhm.
understand that? We're 2
No, of
points
course.
above. relegation, not 2 points, 2 places above relegation zones in February. Like, people need to actually see what is going on. And I know it's going a bit off topic, but you see, like with the injuries and that, like people think, because I don't know when this is going to change. Because you see, with all the injuries and that and all the blah blah blah, as we see, Van der Ven comes back, Radu goes. Like
I told you, R1, we're never gonna get our players back.
we're never
We're
gonna
never
have.
getting them
We're
back.
never gonna get our players back, bro.
I've been saying this for like literally a month, bro. I've actually
Mhm.
gotten hate comments and people chatting shit on lives, bro, when I'm on panels for saying that, yo, we're not these man. When these men come back, the rest will go down, bro. We're never gonna
Right.
have soldiers because, bro, with these man, like when Van der Ven and Romero and them come back, it's not like the players could just pop a pill and instantly all the fatigue's
Go the
gone,
right
fam.
way.
Them man have
Yeah,
been playing for like 2-3 months on the spin now in one of the busiest parts of the season. They're not going to
exactly.
just lose that fatigue, fam. So now
Like,
Van der Ven's come back. If anything, they're more likely to get injured. You know, when you clock in like a double shift, yeah, and you feel like you got energy, as soon as you touch yard, yeah, it's
gone.
gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. You ain't got no energy left. That's basically what's gonna happen with these players, fam. They've been playing every single flipping game every 3 days. As soon as reinforcements come in, they get a chance to hit the bench. The exhaustion's gonna hit them, and before you know it, there's gonna be injuries. Look at
Oh,
Dragoshin, bro. He spent 45 minutes on the bench. Come on, and he's fucked his knee,
and
fam.
boom, banged his knee out
But
straight away within
instant,
10
bro.
minutes.
I want to ask a question
Instant.
as well. I'll put it to both of you, yeah. And before we move on to the Tomori talk, because obviously he's rejected us as well. We're just rejection FC at this point. But do you think Daniel Levy's showing his hand now? You've got 60 million euros to put down on a winger, yeah. So you've got money to spend. Why haven't you spent it? I think there's just everything this man does, and this is my question. Do you think now everything he does is just added scrutiny to his name?
Yeah, everything now that's happening now, I think, is adding a lot of scrutiny to his name. I think this is putting him, because what's happening now is straight up rejections, bro. Like, we're having players that are saying, I'd rather either sit on the bench where I'm at, or I'd rather go anywhere else. Like, players are just saying no. Like, you're giving me the wages I want. You're playing the club. I just don't want to play for you. Like, it's just that we're just getting dealt with, like, say we're like some kind of West Brom. Like, that's how I feel. Like, we're that kind of team, like, where you couldn't look at certain players. Of course they'll say no. Like, that's how I
Mhm.
feel about my club. Like, I just feel like even a player like Tomori, like we're saying, you'd rather rot on the bench at Milan. Like, and you're not even that good. Like, I'll be honest. Like, Tomori's meaty. Like, he's not cold. Like, and what was we even gonna get? I get it to come in and be competition and all that and blah blah blah. That's all good and that, but he's not that great.
He's
If
not even the
you
first choice centre back at Milan, though.
and
That's
Milan
the
are
thing.
where
He's
on
not
Milan,
even the first choice.
and they're not
I don't
even
even know
that great.
where are Milan in the Serie A?
They're like
They're
fifth,
about
so they're in
7th,
that
8th.
Europa League. Yeah, they're like Europa League / Conference League kind of position.
Yeah, they're about
Around
6th,
that.
7th, somewhere down there. And you're not even
Yeah.
starting for that. I know we're 15th. I know that. But at the
Yeah.
same time, like, you're and him and Mateus told, like, these are two bench warmers, you know. These are not two players that are like starting games, hot, ready, banging in goals. Do you get me? They're not them.
Yeah.
You man are rusty.
And the
Like, you man are
fact
not.
that AC Milan are trying to force him out as well means that Levy's gonna put big money on the table. Levy's gonna put money on the table that they probably didn't expect to get for him to
But
try
it's
and get him
desperate.
away from the club.
But these are the only times that we go for players. Like, this is an example of two players that look at why we're going for them. All right, Mateus Tell, because I'm hearing a lot of the money that we.
I didn't skip it. I started. I'm gonna come to it, bro. Don't worry, Ravi. I got you, bro. Don't worry. I started. Go on, continue on.
Yeah, so I was gonna say that the money that with the Mateus Tell deal, that was apparently because Bayern still owe us bread because of the Kane situation. So some of that was gonna get all used and flipped and all that. So we wasn't really gonna be putting down 60 from our own pocket. Do you get it? So it was gonna come out of what they owe us and some kind of dealings like that. So opportunity. The next signing, Tomori. Milan are just trying to dash him to anybody. Like, they're literally trying to kick him out of the club. So here comes Tottenham again. Bang.
It's
Let's
because
try.
they just agreed to deal with a new centre back. They've just brought in a new centre back.
So
So
I'm
here we
saying.
go from Fabrizio. So fucking hell, man. That's not looking good. But that's enough Tomori talk, man. We can all agree we don't want him at the club anyways, to be fair.
Yeah, fuck
I
it.
mean, yeah, we want better. We want better. I'm not gonna lie, we want better. We just understand that the position that we're in, we're not necessarily gonna get it. We've got a
Yeah.
question here for us, boys. Question: does Ange have any other methods in training? Because he always seems to only play one way in games and can't change things when it all goes south like Saggy. Well, I'll answer that question. Yeah,
No hate to the
no.
saggy
No,
prophet, man. You know what
To
I'm
put
saying?
it
And we don't
straightforward,
discriminate on
no,
the
he
same
doesn't
text,
have
man.
any other training methods,
We
bro.
like all
He
tits.
doesn't.
You know what I'm saying, bro? It's about the
Literally,
personality,
bro.
fam.
Do you know what I'm saying? If we were a pair of tits, bro, we'd need a boob job. Do you know what I'm saying? Because,
Trust me,
bro, it's just saggy and
bro,
We
we'd
stinky
be
be the
for
Emma
flat
Watson,
all.
fam.
A-caps, nipples.
Non-existent.
That's all we are. We're just
Bruh,
nips.
it's ping
Yeah,
pong.
Emma Watson
I've
F2,
been
bro.
saying it's watching us play is like watching a game of ping pong, bro, like table tennis, just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And again, everyone talks about how like he's gonna improve, but no one can name a player in our squad that Ange has improved. Like no
Nope.
one can name a player. If you want to sit there and talk about the youngsters, most of them improved out on loan. So Ange had nothing to do directly with their improvement. So yeah, that is. I hope that answers your question, my bro. No one of real quality will want to join Spurs as they know they'll never win anything. Facts, absolute facts. Bench warmers refusing to join this club. I told man we ain't signing shit. I told everyone we ain't signing no one, bro. Kinski was a shock to all of us. Let's be real. None of us expected Kinski to come in.
He's shit
Like,
anyway. So like,
He's
and
what?
dead.
he's not even all that.
Yeah,
He's
he's
dead.
rubbish, man. He can't save
Bro,
nothing,
he can
bro.
catch a
He's
corner, and man,
rubbish.
them was saying start him over Vicario, bro. All right,
Man are
bro.
moving
Whatever,
mad.
man.
Get
I
Vicario
need to
back
serve
in
these
that
men
role
some pizza,
immediately,
fam. They need to forget what they're missing, bro. You know, like that.
bro.
When that
One game
chatting
of
shit,
Vicario and people will shut their mouth. I'm telling you, people have
when that
forgotten.
chatting
Let's see what
shit,
that's
bro.
happened. Because it got
Question
darker.
for
Since he got
what
injured, it
defense?
got darker. I need people to
What
understand
You know what I'm
defense?
that.
saying? We got a retiree in net, fam, for like a month, bro. And these
What
man were trying to say
defense,
he's one of our best
Ravi? What
players.
defense?
What defense? Yeah, man said
This
What
questions.
is one of the
defense, Ravi?
defense, bro.
There's no
We don't
defense.
have a
We don't.
defense.
That's the problem. Our club don't think about our defense, bro. That's the problem, fam. They don't coach defense, so I don't know what what the fuck we're expecting, fam.
And it's the
You
same
know
like
what? I reckon, yeah, Mandem, I don't know if you would agree with me, but I reckon if we had spent this month trying to convince Tomori to come in, we probably would have got a here we go a couple of days ago for a centre back. I'll be honest.
what if we
Like,
tried to convince Tomori a couple of days ago.
no, like if
It's
from the
early in the
start of the
window.
window we made
Oh
it
yeah,
clear.
maybe.
I think another part as well is desperation.
It's
Players
the
know when
time
they're
when
a
we put the money
desperation
down.
signing, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, yeah. And I did want to. We're gonna get onto this topic because I want to get you man's thoughts on this, yeah. Because this kind of annoyed me, but you see the way them dickheads down the road put in a bid for Ollie Watkins. Watkins is looking at that thinking, yeah, cool, but it's desperation. I know they're desperate for a striker. I know that I might not necessarily even be their first choice. So why am I going to leave here where I'm already not a first choice to go and be someone's second, third, or fourth choice centre
But
back?
now he's
Do you know
definitely
what
the
I'm
first
saying?
choice because Duran's gone in it. So
But Ollie, I
now he
And
swear
knows.
Duran's
first
Now
choice,
he
bro.
knows he's the first choice at Villa. Which, to be fair, yeah, if we're being real, Arsenal going to win no trophies and get Champions League. That's looking like Villa too, fam. You know what I'm saying, bro? Win no trophy and get a fucking European thing. So what's the point in going from Aston Villa to Arsenal at this point? They're not competing for 9. They're man aside, man.
Nah,
So
there is as much as I would want to say no. See why we're saying that, but he could be that missing piece for them to take them into being that team.
I
That
think he could be, but he's not going to start with a Havertz, which is why he's going to look at it like, what is this
yeah,
dickhead
that's
thing,
stupid.
fam?
If
Like,
you can't be starting over Havertz, then yeah,
that's what I'm
I
saying.
know.
But
and
Arsenal
that's
fans aren't
not
known
to
for the
say he's
IQ,
not
fam. You know what
better
I'm
than
saying, bro?
Havertz as well.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm
that's
saying
not even
them
to
Arsenal.
say that he's not better. It's just Arteta's not going to use him like that. But
Arteta,
I
you
want
know
to
what
get
I'm
you
saying?
man's
He's
thoughts on that
too focused
Duran
on meat
deal.
on his mouth, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's not worried
There
about
you go,
football.
lad. Worried about the grip of the ball and the way it flies, You know, the ball is fly different, they feel different. That guy's an idiot. But
Bro,
nah,
so
I want to
slide
get
the
you
meat
man's
down his
thoughts
throat,
on
no Diddy, fam.
I want to get you guys' thoughts on the Duran deal, yeah, quickly. Just quick caveat, because people have obviously said, oh, he's thrown his career away, he's 21. And my stance on this is, yeah, he's 21. Even if he goes there and spends 4 years out there and then decides that he wants to come back to Europe, he'll be 25 by the time he comes back, maybe pushing 26. So
Yeah.
realistically, how has he thrown his career away? He's gone, secured generational wealth for a couple seasons, getting actual minutes where he's gonna start, and then he will come back, and I think he will end up coming back a different player. He's playing around Ronaldo as well. You can't deny the influence that can have on you, being
Yeah.
in the same dressing room with a player like Ronaldo. Do you know what I'm saying? But what do you man think of it, man?
I think exactly the same thing. I'll be real. Like I think anyone that's saying, "Oh, he's throwing his career away," you're stupid. The guy is 21, as you said. He was going from 50K before tax to 300K tax free. So when man are getting tax free bread, 300 bags a week, bro, he's all times it by 5. What he's getting, bro, 6. He's 6 times what he was getting before out there with no tax, and he's 21. And like he said, he can come back by the time he's 24 and still be like a fresh new player on the block. Because watch, all these players, they always come back after like 2 years, or you start hearing, oh yeah, they're done there, and they start moving to, unless they're old. If they're kind of young or something, they're gonna start moving back to Europe slowly and slowly. They just go out there and collect their bread. It's the perfect time, in my mind, to go to Saudi. Perfect. Get your bag, collect that, secure everything, and then come back and just, you get me, do what it do. Just can't. Maybe he'll never be a player that ever plays for a necessarily Premier League winning team or a European Cup winning team or something like that. He may never reach those heights, and maybe that's what he's sacrificing, because at Villa, if he stayed at Villa, became #1 striker, put himself on the map like that, you never know what he could have achieved. But sometimes, brother, the bag's too big to turn down. I'm sorry, it just is. It just is,
Yeah,
man, and that's my view on it. So big up to him.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Big up to
I
him.
pretty much agree, fam. The only people that are saying, that Durant threw his career away, that man think black pepper's too spicy for their seasoning, fam. You know what I'm saying? Their opinions don't
Oh,
hold any type of value to me in any way. It's not
oh,
even the fact that he's 21. Like, we've seen Carrasco go from Atletico Madrid to like China or something, stayed there for a couple of years, got his bread, and came back to Atletico, bro. So we've seen even players that are older, that are pushing 30, do this. Like, this is not something that's new. It's not something that's never happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is something that, and let's be real on it. The team that was most interested in Duran were teams that are on Aston Villa's level in the Premier League. Why would Aston Villa sell to them? Like, if we're being honest, Aston Villa's not going to go sell to someone who was competing for the same thing they're competing for. It makes no sense. So they would accept big money. They got like 70 million euros for a Saudi offer. It makes sense for Duran because he's getting 300K a week. Bro, he can go there for a couple of years, and then if Mandem still want him in a couple of years, they can go buy him from Saudi. Like, it makes no
yeah,
sense here for Aston Villa. That's like us here selling fucking Madison to Ipswich, bro. Like, we're in direct competition with these men. What we one of our best players for? This shit don't make no sense.
yeah,
So
and not just that, yeah, and the bread, like you said, the bread that Villa got for him as well. What did they get?
yeah, they got like
All
70
70
million euros or
something million
something.
for him.
with
Yeah,
77.
that's
all
what I'm saying.
bonuses,
You don't
with all
turn that down.
bonuses and add-ons, it's
With
90 million
what?
There you go, fam.
For
There you go.
Duran.
So it makes
euros.
no sense
There's
for
no
Aston Villa to
loser in
sell
this
anyone else.
situation. There's no loser.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's a winner. That's what I'm saying. These man
Everyone
here
wins.
complaining are losers, fam.
If I was
They're
Villa, I'm kicking
losers.
him out. If I'm Villa, I'm saying you don't have no fucking
That's
choice,
what I'm
bro.
saying, bro.
I'm
Duran's
really getting
getting his
100
money.
M's for you, bro. Get the hell
Yeah,
out of here.
Aston Villa getting their money.
You
They
better
can go
pack
spend
more
like
things tonight.
and you know
I
what
swear
people forget,
down.
People forgot that they spent like 20 mil on Marlon. So they have someone there, fam. You know what I'm saying? They signed Marlon, bro. Marlon can play up top. He
Oh
can
yeah, I
play on the
forgot they
wings.
signed him.
That's what
But
I'm
Villa's been
saying. So
moving active.
they have the Duran replacement. They signed. That's how long ago they signed Marlon. They signed him like 2 weeks ago, fam. So
Bro,
they
every
have a
single
player
player that's
there.
on the market, I'm seeing Villa's interested. Bit
They have
place,
players,
something's happening. They're
bro.
involved.
Honestly, I'm telling you.
They're
So
involved. That's
this
a
shit don't
club
make
that's
no sense to
ambitious,
me.
bro. Like the club,
And
Facts.
that
the
leads me
mentality.
into this question here. That leads me into this question. What are Spurs fans really expecting with these mans in charge? They don't give a crap, lol. Boys, listen.
Nothing.
I'll put it like this. There's two types of Tottenham fans. You have Tottenham fans like myself who get called delusional because I want my team to be Premier League champions. I want my team to lift the Champions League. I want my team to sign the best players in the world to be the best team in the world. I want to be the best team in the world. And I don't care. I'm unforgiving when it comes to that. I'm unapologetic about that. I won't apologize to no one for feeling that way. Do you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, There's 20 teams in the Premier League. Every team's goal, ultimate goal, should be to win the Premier League. Only one team can win the league, yes. But that doesn't mean just because one team can win the league, yeah, you don't have a right to have that standard for your team, to demand that they go out and try and win the league every season. I don't care if we're going through a rebuild. I still want to see my team win shit.
Or
You
at
know what I'm
least look
saying?
like you're trying to. At least look like
Exactly.
you that's the aim. Because that should, like you're saying, that should be the aim of football. At least look like, yeah, you want to win. Obviously, like you're saying, you're not always going to win on that. You're not always going to win on that. But at least make it look like you want to win. That's my problem with this team. You don't even look like you want to. It baffles me every time I'm watching because I'm thinking, what is the goal? Like, what are you trying to do on the pitch? Like, I get not caring, yeah, but then why are you there every week? Like, these are the things that puzzle me. It's like you see when Mike Ashley and these kind of men were involved at Newcastle and that, and then man hated him and that. He wasn't at no games because he didn't get that. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, he didn't care about all that, and that's why it showed. But you see, with us, like, this man is there, home or away, and it don't matter away. Like Tamworth away, I swear he was there. This man is
Yeah.
at every game, rain, sleet, or snow. Why are you there? Like, you're moving as if you care, but everything else shows a man that doesn't care. So it just baffles me, and I don't know. Underneath these guys, yeah, I'm telling you, the perception will just keep getting worse because the business will never change. The business will
Yeah.
never, even if, yeah, we escape relegation, because that's how I'm talking now on an even if thing. Even if we escape relegation, nothing's going to change in the summer. I need you, man, to know this. Nothing's going to
Yeah.
change. Don't think that this is going to be some lesson to them. They're just going to think, Ange, don't get the players injured. Whoever we've got, and we have to realize no one wants to come. Even if we did want to change our policy and start saying, all right, let's actually move correct now. Let's do it. Nobody wants to come. The
Too
image has
little, too
been
late.
destroyed. So nobody even wants to be here. And players want to leave to make it worse. Romero's looking to head out. Whoever next, I don't know. Whoever next is looking to head out. But Romero's looking, you get me?
I think a lot of players are gonna want to leave this
There's going to be
season, and
one,
I
two
think
men that are going to be saying,
that's
look,
that's a
right
perfect
now.
caveat as well. Let's talk about that. Let's actually talk about that,
Let's win
man.
the trophy.
Who do you? I want you guys to give me three players that you ideally want to leave in the summer, and then give me three players that you think will force a move. Just three names. Chuck three names. Elijah, go on.
Romero, at this point, I mean,
Just
we don't even have another centre back.
for
Romero's going to
three.
force his way out, 100%.
Mhm.
If we finish where we are on the table right now with no trophy, I think Kulusevski, because he's called out the board now. So at this point, yeah, when you call out the board, you know your time's up in it. So Kulu's probably doing that to try and say, "Yo, fuck you, man, I'm going," pretty much. And then who else is called out the board? Son's called out the board. I know he signed an extension, but he'll probably stay until Yang comes
That's
back, and
only
then
for
he'll
sell-on
go.
value, though. That ain't because he wants
It's
to
only
actually
for a
stay.
year as well. It expires
Yeah,
next
it's
summer.
1 year, so Son will be out of here. I think maybe Porro, because Porro was flirting with Real Madrid. People forget about that as well, and that Porro was flirting with Real Madrid too. You know what I'm saying? At the start of the season. So Porro might be another one. And the rest of them I don't even know, bro. But they're definitely gonna try and least force a move if we stay where we are with no trophy. Three players that who can we can't even bring shit in, man. We just have to rely on the youth, fam. Like I swear at this
That's
point.
what I feel like. Three players that I see are going to try force a move, yeah. Romero, 100% is going to try force something. I don't think Son's going to force something, but I think he's going to amicably leave. Like this summer, I think Son goes. I'm going to be honest. I think it's just going to be one of them things you're just going to hit end of the season. Son has decided. I know we're saying that he signed this 1 year contract or whatever, not. But I feel like somebody might just come in with a quick 20 mil because Levy don't want to let that go for free. So if someone comes in with 20, 25 mil for him, that's it.
That's how
So I think Son goes this summer. And he cares about the club, so he's going to want us to get some peas for him. So I think those two, Romero and Son, possibly. And then my third player, I would say, may end up being even someone like Madison. It may,
Unfortunately.
as much as I say he gets on my nerves and blah, 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 he's not one of the players I'm looking at that I want to leave the club. Do you get it? So I think those three, and I think those three out of which is sad because that's the three captains of the team. I think they will try and force their way out this summer. And then I think players that, if I'm to say players that I want to leave this summer, I'm going to say Basuma because I've just had enough of him. I don't think there's. Nah, so I say Basuma, Richarlison, and
fucking Richard.
if I say like a regular or something, I feel like that's cheating. So I'll say probably someone more like Dragusin and his agent. They can fuck off. Who else?
Hey, we'll be happy Timo Werner's gone, fam. So
I feel like he's cheating as well though, because they're obvious choices like Werner.
They're going anyways. Werner's going anyways.
Hopefully. Knowing this club, they'll be like, oh, we can't get no more attackers. Let's just sign Werner. He's on a free. Let's just bring him in.
Nah, there's no way they.
I know this team, bro. They're the type to just do that.
Bro.
Oh, let's just bring him in. He's free. Keep him here. He's already here. Bro, I'm telling you.
Yeah, man.
Don't think it's nailed on that he's going this summer, because I thought it was nailed on he would have been gone last summer. Here we are. A year later, he's still here.
Do you know what? Yeah, if I'm to sit here and say 3 players that I think are gonna force a move away from the club, number 1, Romero. I think he's on his way out anyways. You can see he doesn't really want to be here. I know he doesn't want to be here. Number 2, Kulusevski. He's already made it very unclear that he's unhappy at this football club, and his ambitions don't match the ambition of the club, man. He should be the club captain. You know what I'm saying? Big up my boy George in the chat each and every time, and big up D-Rag Diaries. Make sure you people go show him some love. And people, he said, smash the likes up. I don't know what the likes are.
Diabolical.
Come on, man.
The like goal is 30 likes for this stream, people. So we can do that. The 28 of you in here, show me some love.
Smash the likes, man. Smash the likes.
Another player, right? And again, I don't know what you guys would think, is Bentancur. I believe that Bentancur is going to force his way out, man. I think he's another player, that I think he's probably sitting there thinking, look, at this football club, I've struggled to keep fit. Maybe I'm just not built for the pace of this league. And maybe he can. I see him going out to a Spain or going out to a flipping what do you call it, Italy or something like that. What's he talking about? Another classic night. Don't kill me. Was he on transport?
Bro, it was diabolical, fam. If you ever get a chance to watch it, yeah. It was
diabolical. Oh man, I was watching Trench Talks last night. I can't count to it.
Oh, Trench Talks. I need to go.
Trench Talks is amazing.
The thing is,
the guy plays Trench Talks is guy plays.
All right, I work Friday night, so I always tune in, innit? Bro, I was listening to that shit while I was working. I went to the gym after I was still listening to it. These bad ones, bro. The alcohol got to these, man. I can't lie, bro. It was nasty.
Oh, man. Nah, man. Big up, though. Big up. And people, George, I'm going to drop you a DM, but make sure you guys go and check out me and George's show. We got a segment on the channel as well called Cave Conversations. You know, it's me and George. We always have good football talks, man. You know what I'm saying? He thinks like me. We agree on most things. I think there's things we disagree on, but that's normal, man. You know what I'm saying? But big up George each and every time, man. Trust me. Big up the 2 Marks as well. Go and show the 2 Marks some love. I was on their channel the other day. If you guys do want to go and watch that back as well, it was a really good talk. Listen, these lot add so much value and integrity to my channel. It's amazing because they've supported the club from before us guys were even born. So they've seen us win European trophies and FA Cup.
They've seen happy times, bro. They celebrated things. They had to get them. They know what they're talking about.
Yeah, hey George, we was just talking about disaster class, fam. You know what I'm saying? We don't want that scrub at this football club. But again, George, it's like a fam. Have you ever walked past a homeless man outside of Tesco's, and you offer to buy him food and he says, "Nah, give me money." He's like, "Nah, give me money, Sam. I want to buy crack. I don't want food. I want crack."
Yeah,
that's exactly what it feels like, bro. Us man are just getting, you get me, turned down by everyone.
Bro, fam. Bro, there was one time. There was one time I bought.
It's like being that where you just get no things like so. Then it's like the level of things that are just going down and down and down and down, and it's still like Do you get
So we're
it?
Intel FC basically, bro.
Yeah, basically, like it's
Yeah.
bro, we're in the mud, bro.
And I
Bro,
hear we're
if we
linked
was
to
if
Nacho,
we was
fam.
in a high school movie, yeah, we would be that brother that has to take one of the teachers to prom and that. G. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? We'd have to take the
yeah.
teacher
You
to
have
prom,
no
bro.
date.
We,
Yeah.
we ain't getting a date, bro.
I don't
It's
even think
dark.
the teacher's even gonna say to you, no. The teacher's even gonna say, "Nah, I'm not allowed to do that." The teacher's just gonna be like, "Nah, you're going by yourself, brother." Like that's what's happening to us. It's dark.
I
It's
hate this
deep,
sad.
fam. And you told me we're linked to Garnacho, innit? Jay, bro. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
lie.
Let's
I've
talk
heard,
about that.
bro.
Let's
I've
talk
heard
about
Lee
that. What
Gunner.
you
I
saying?
heard Lee Gunner call him trans 17 and that. Maybe we're just incels to the point where we switch sides, bro. At this point, I can't lie, because yeah, maybe we can't get no gal. Maybe these men are moving on to, you know what I'm saying? The
Man, like
forbidden rose,
Yeah,
bro.
that
You know what I'm
Argentinian
saying?
lady boy.
Yeah, we're looking
You
like
know what I'm
Eve,
saying?
bro. We're eating the forbidden fruit, fam, at the
do you
club.
know
Man
what
and
it is?
Eve
We're
going
chatting their
crazy.
shit, yeah,
I can't lie, bro.
about Disassi and Garnacho. They're crap players, yeah. But I swear to God, they won't come. Like we're having all this conversation, yeah. They're not
I think
coming, mate.
Garnacho might, you know. I think there's
They're not
if
coming,
I had
bro.
to sit there and look at like if I had to sit there and decide out of the three players that we've been linked to, who's most
Looking
likely to
Garnacho.
end up at Tottenham, it's Garnacho, bro. Come on, it's
Yeah.
Garnacho.
You know
He's
them
got the
players, yeah.
ego. He's gonna come in
Yeah,
thinking, I'm
fam.
the macho man. I can save Tottenham. I can keep them up. And it's
Yeah.
again, it's a stepping stone for his ultimate
Well,
goal, which
outside
I
of being
believe
a
is Real Madrid.
Manchester, I saw he come through the Carrington and all that. I saw he come through their academy and that.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe he
Nah,
did.
bro, there's
He
no
was at
prestige.
Atletico Madrid. He was at
Or
Atletico.
is it
He was
Atletico?
at Atletico. They brought
You
him
know
in.
players that come through, yeah, like you watch them play football and they're like, this brother's an idiot, fam. Like that's
Yeah.
Garnacho, bro. I can't lie. He just moves like I can't even say the word because it might get demonetized, bro. But he moves like a dumbass on the pitch, fam. Like he just does some most bozo things, bro.
But he
And their
seems so
comps, yeah.
perfect for us. Like the type of player that we'll just sign. They're all the same. They're all like that. They all have that trait of the bozo gene. Like they've all got it.
So they're just stupid, bro.
I can
There's
just
comps on
see.
Twitter, yeah, of him not passing to Ahmad when he's free, bro. Bro,
Yeah,
the comp
bro.
was like 3 minutes long, bro.
You know
Bro, he
what I'm
has
saying,
no.
bro? Hey,
He's no
listen,
shame when he
man,
misses, you know. He's
man, them.
calm.
I don't want
Yeesh,
this
bro.
Argentinian Rita Ora at my football club, bro. I don't want him at my football club. He's a scrub. I don't want him here. But you know what? This is typical Daniel Levy, fam.
Again,
Typical Daniel Levy, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
thinks, bro.
Rejects FC, fam. Leftovers. Man are giving us leftovers every season, bro.
Bro,
Every season.
leftovers, bro. The
Leftovers,
bones.
bro.
They're giving us the bones, bro. Like man are dogs, bro. They're giving us like the real true
With no
stuff.
marrow inside as well, fam. They
Yeah,
keep the
there's no.
marrow out too, fam. It's just bones, bro.
He's
There's
Long.
giving
no
us the shell, fam.
bro.
Yeah, we got the
Bare
shell, bro.
shell,
You know, like
bare
that,
brought
fam.
down bones that they're giving, man. That's
It's
all
a
we are.
joke.
We are a joke team. I need you two to understand this, and anyone that's watching this right now, if you support Spurs here, we're a joke team. We are joke, man.
Long term.
As a team, we might be finished. Like, I want you lot to all understand what I'm saying. This is a PSA. I'm telling you lot now. We are done, bro.
We're
Like,
shit, man.
as a club here, there's nothing that's gonna save it because this window has taught me a lesson. That's what I can tell you. Nothing that we're gonna sign now is going to save our season. They're just going to be another number, but they're going to be shit. So it doesn't matter if you have 100 shit players, you're shit. Whether you
You're
have,
shit.
you know what I'm saying? So at this point now, there's nothing. We've been exposed to being an idiot club that does idiot things and hires idiot people. So now,
R1. You see whenever players agent like you see whenever players agents go to the player, yeah, they say Tottenham's contacted them. Do you know how the player looks at them? You want to know exactly how them man look at each other? They do this, bro. You know what I'm
No way
saying,
we
bro?
got J found
that's
the
what's
fucking
happening, bro.
memes, bro.
That's what I
No
would
way
be
we
doing.
gave this guy memes,
If
bro.
I see Tottenham on the team, yeah, I'll be upset. Like, think about it. If you was a footballer, yeah, wouldn't you be a bit mad? Like, if you saw Tottenham as the team that wants you, yeah, at this current point today in 2025,
I'll
and I
tell
see
you,
Tottenham are
if you might ever
interested,
see the Di Maria quote,
I'll
bro.
think I'm dead.
The
I'll
Di
think
Maria
like
thing,
Bro, if Tottenham come in for me, bro, if I'm
I'll
a
think
footballer, Tottenham come in for me, I'm getting them.
That's
Bro,
what I'm looking at. Everybody,
this
bro.
nigga found StreamYard memes, bro. It's over, bro.
It's over,
It's
bro.
over, bro. It's
Gonna
over.
start
It's
flinging
a
them
wrap.
in
I'm
every comment.
cooking everyone.
It's
I'm
over,
cooking.
bro.
Yeah, now fling them in,
Oh
bro.
my days, bro. It's over,
It makes
fam.
sense.
If this guy don't hit a
Listen.
1,000 subs by the end of February, yeah, you man are some stingy motherfuckers, bro. You know, like that, fam. This guy's gonna be.
We don't need a goalkeeper. We got 5 goalkeepers registered to play for us, bro. We
This
don't
is
need
the kind of
another
goalkeeper that
goalkeeper.
will sign. So don't be surprised if you see us sign Sanchez, bro. I'm just telling you like that now.
We're those man that watch one in virtual glasses and stay box.
Yeah, we are, bro. Neat.
Bro,
That's what you call that.
Daniel
Neat.
Levy has 4D models, fam. You know what I'm saying? Not even real women, bro. You don't even hire escorts, fam.
Exactly.
Like
Worst manager and worst owner equals championship club. I swear to God, that's the analogy of what's happening here. We've
But
got
the
a
thing is, man,
poor
I want to ask
ownership
you, man,
and a
this, innit?
poor manager.
We got
That
Philly, man.
equals championship football in my mind.
I want to ask you, man, this, innit? Because, like, we're seeing this with players, innit? Players just don't want to come. We're offering them the money. We're offering the club the transfer fee. They don't want to come. At pause, by the way. Holy shit. But hey, no, that was crazy. That was crazy. But in terms of we gotta look at this in terms of managers now, because I was always a proponent of if you put the money down, the manager will come to the club, in it. But at this stage, yeah, players are just turning us down. We're offering the money, we're offering the right wages, we're offering the club the money, and they're still saying no. So at this point, managers probably gonna be on the same type of timing, meaning if we sack Angie, we actually don't have anyone. It's actually looking
Exactly.
like
I
a legit
agree.
excuse. A few months ago, I'm looking at it that's a cop out. Now I'm really looking at it like, yo, this might actually be an excuse at this point, because even the players, we're offering them everything and they don't want to come to the club, fam. So it's like we're telling them they have to spend their time in like Iraq or something, or you know what
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
saying, or Saudi Arabia. Like,
That's what it feels like.
yeah,
That's what it feels
you have
like. It
to
feels
like,
like I'm going to war, bro. Like, it just
yeah, it's
feels
like
like
we
a
have
war,
to
war
like they
for
have to
no
sign
reason.
up for the mafia or something.
A
Like,
war that I'm going
That
to
they gotta
lose.
get drafted.
Yeah, bro. It's like
yeah,
getting
bro.
drafted,
Like,
bro. That's that. It's like getting drafted, bro. You're just chilling one day, and then boom, you just get a letter through your door. Yeah, you need to turn up.
yeah,
Duty.
man. And instead of death, you get hamstring injuries, bro. Bro, it's long.
And
But
get
yeah,
your
at this point,
hamstring
even
and
managers are probably not gonna come, bro, like to the club at all. There's gonna be no
Because
managers.
of
Like,
this.
remember,
Because
and
exactly
for
what
fifth
Bella
choice.
said.
yeah,
And for
because
fifth
of
choice.
Levy.
That shows you the managers already started doing that in 2023. They already started saying, "Nah, I'm done. I'm not coming, Spurs." Now
Yeah.
it's the players that are doing the same thing.
So do you man think like at this point, I don't even know what manager would come to Tottenham. So at this point, what do we just have to just stick with Ange, bro?
At this point, the only
I'm
place we
telling
can
you, I know who's gonna be the man. I know who I want to be the manager, and I know who we're gonna end up getting when Ange gets sacked, bro. I can tell you for free, bro. Everyone knows exactly who we're gonna
It's
end up
Ryan
with.
Mason, bro.
Leave, not even Ryan Mason. Listen, if they announce Ryan
Okay.
Mason as the new Tottenham head coach
Well,
and they
what's all
slap
this
him on
been
the
building
contract,
for? It's gonna happen at one stage or another, my bro.
no, I
What's
think
he doing?
Allegri, bro. Allegri is gonna be the next Tottenham manager.
Allegri.
Yeah,
I hear
Allegri,
it.
bro. He's been at a few of the Tottenham games recently. He's got a box there. He's been in like premium up in the boxes and shit. Bro, I think they're preparing him. I think they're preparing him to take over, to see what he's gonna take over.
I
Honestly,
hear it. You know what
I
this club
hear
is
it.
like, yeah?
Yeah, the
It's
Ange,
like
man.
it's like turning like when you put max heat to boil a pot of water in it, but you leave the top on and there's no steam. So eventually it's gonna build up and build up, yeah. It's about to burst, so you just turn the thing off, bro. That's basically what this club is, fam. That's what Levy is, bro. It's like he's bringing us to this point, yeah, and he's got all the fans worked up. Piss each other off online, sneak this in. Spurs YouTube is divided. You know what I'm saying? Like everything is just gone.
Everything's broken, bro.
And
Like that's what I was thinking.
yeah, bro. It's
Bro,
about to reach that boiling point, and man's just
Bro, I was
turn that
asking
shit off,
on
bro.
earlier, yeah, and I was thinking that the same thing. I was thinking, bro, down to the fan base here, we're broken. Like, there's nowhere at this club here where you can find salvation. Like, there's nothing to hang on to as like hope.
Yeah,
I can't see a ray of hope, bro. Like, this is the most hopeless I've ever been supporting this team. Like, there's been times where obviously it's been dark, but not like this, bro. This is something here where before there was always something I felt like I could hang on to that gave me some hope. Like even if it was down to things like, oh, Levy will never let us slip too low because he wants European money and things like that. even that, I don't even think he won anymore. Like from what I see,
This,
No, he's making
this,
enough money from
and
other
before
outside.
we appointed Redknapp the first time, yeah, are the two worst ever periods of my life being a Tottenham fan. The period before Redknapp come in and turn us into a Champions League team, yeah, and
was that
now
your
are
last
the
period? Because we did win a trophy right before that.
now I know that, yeah, but if you had seen some of the performances in the league, bro,
No, they were dreadful.
oh my days, dreadful, dreadful,
We
dreadful,
bottom,
dreadful,
no?
dreadful.
Like bottom or something like
How,
that.
yep, we were bottom. We were sitting at the bottom of the league. I think we had 2 points from 8 games. It was bad. It was bad, bro. It was bad. Like we was in the mud, and Redknapp come in and transform the way the shape of the club in it. So I'll always have a soft spot for Harry Redknapp, bro. I love Harry Redknapp. You know what I'm saying? Every
I'm more
Tottenham
of a
fan
Poch
should
guy
love
than a
Redknapp.
Redknapp guy, I'll be real. I'm more of a Poch guy
No,
than a
I
Redknapp
love
guy.
Potts equally, bro. The only reason, do you know what made what took Potts down in my team? Because he went to Chelsea. Because he went to Chelsea, bro. I'll be honest. If he didn't go Chelsea, I still love him like I loved him when he was here. But obviously, you went to them scumbags. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, I hear you.
Those posh scumbags.
I hear
So
you. But
fuck
you
them.
know what?
I
Even
hear
But
to
that.
stay out for me, we've had about 10 of their managers. So, like, in my mind, like, that kind of just.
and whose fault is that, bro? Levy, fam.
The whole
Daniel.
Yeah, of course. But all of it is his fault at the end of it. Because then when I think back to like the period, because if we're talking about worst periods, my worst period as a Spurs fan is obviously now, and just the period just before we got poached. So that period just after the AVB times into the Sherwood times, that was my worst like period there because I was actually
Yeah.
done with the club. I'm not gonna lie. Like I'm not even done like how I was then. Like then you could ask me the score on a weekend. Like I don't even know like what two Tottenham played, what the score was. Like I was that done with the team. And I
You were
was
just
like
disconnected completely.
avid. I lived and breathed football before that. Like so that's how bad it was.
Mhm.
Like I was done. Like after we sold Bale, that was it. Because I realized we are just a selling club. We're never gonna be a club, and we weren't even that bad. We were like 6th, 7th, but I was just like, I'm never gonna see this club be the club I want it to be. That's when it kind of hit home for me. And then Poch and Harry Kane, I always cite them two together as one. Poch and Harry Kane came in together at the same kind of time, and that revitalized my passion for Spurs slowly, but it came back, and then it came back in full swing. So for me,
Yeah.
that's
We have
why
to thank Tim Sherwood for that as well, by the way, for that Harry Kane.
definitely, I
We
do
have
give
to thank Tim
Tim
Sherwood
Sherwood
because they were
his
going to sell him for 500 grand.
crazy.
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine who they might have sold or might be planning to sell now? Like that, someone's not there to like tell them, "Yo, stop!" Like you got a world class player right there. I beg you, relax. 500K.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that?
The problem is with this club, innit, is that we're actually like this is the reason that we're the most bantered club like in world football, innit? There's a reason for that. It's because we're actually in the most unique spot. Like we
Yeah,
have all the tools in the world to be a top club, which is why like obviously no disrespect to other clubs in it, but like I'll see other clubs be like, oh, we're happy with this, we're happy with that. Yeah, but you man don't have money like we have it, innit? Like you
yes,
haven't seen the caliber of player role for your club like we have, innit?
yes,
Like you
yes.
haven't seen that. Like we have all the tools, we have the money, we have the growth, we have everything in our favor to be one of the top clubs in this country, in it at bare minimum, and we don't move like it because of this dickhead Lex Luthor at the top, fam. So because of him, yeah, we have all of these attributes and we don't do nothing, bro. It's like the guy he could be a 10 out of 10, yeah, but instead, yeah, he got no job. He just eats his way into obesity, you know what I'm saying, chain smoking and that. You know what I'm saying, bro? And then he switches sides to the man there, but he still can't get that, fam. It's like, bro, you just made yourself a 0 out of 10 in every aspect, bro. When you had all
Every
the tools,
aspect,
man.
bro. You just
You know what I'm
let
saying? He grew
yourself
up in the
go.
yeah, bro.
That's
You
what
went
we
to
are.
fucking you went to
We're like
Cambridge,
somebody that moved
all
into
of
a
that.
mansion and then let themselves go. Like you just
Literally,
decided to
bro.
just lose everything
Yeah,
right
like
in
them
You
one
know what
day.
I'm
celebrities
saying,
that
bro.
become cokeheads, bro. Them
Yeah, exactly.
celebrities that
Yeah,
become
bro.
addicted to drugs,
You get
bro.
You
yourself a
can't
nice job
understand
and
like
then
how did this happen? Like you had
yeah,
everything
man.
at your disposal, and now you have kind of nothing. Like not
You know what I'm
nothing, but
saying? You
nothing
get a
that
top job and then you end up becoming a stepdad. Like, how did we get here, fam?
how
You know what I'm
exactly
saying?
how
How did
did
we
you?
get here?
Yeah,
Why are you
it's
here? That's Levy, bro. That's Levy. He's
I'm
just
telling
screwed
you.
us.
I'm telling you, like people. I don't know if people are truly understanding the damage that's been done, like, to the club. Like, it's actually, and it's getting worse. It's not. We're not even at the point of where it can't go any lower. Like, I feel like we're not there yet. Like, I feel like there's still more to come. God forbid, but I just do, because I just feel like this guy has destroyed every type of public image of the. Do you know, like, we're bantered in places where football isn't even going on, bro. This is nothing to do with football, and they're singing. What do we think of Tottenham? Or they're singing. What's the other one that they sing? I forget. You know, all the tunes that they got for Spurs is mocking.
Yeah.
Anywhere you're probably gonna end up seeing it in flipping Family Guy or somewhere like that. The way that it's going, or one of these kind of, you get me? These kind of mainstream kind of.
Man, I'm gonna start putting our charts on Spotify and that.
Yeah, bro. Like, it's gonna be in
if
places
I'm one day seeing Family Guy and I see a Tottenham joke, fam.
You're
Family
gonna
Guy's
hear it
getting
in
boycotted.
You're gonna hear it in Ibiza. You're gonna start hearing these
boycotted in
type
my
of
life, bro.
tunes on Marbella and Party Islands, bro. You're gonna hear it because it's becoming that popular and mainstream that people are singing it that don't know nothing about football and are coming in and knowing that Tottenham is shit. Before you know anything about Spurs or anything about anything, you just
know that they're shit, bro. It's like the Chirac songs back in like 2014, bro.
Yeah,
and
back
them
then
singing BDK and that. They don't even know what it means, bro. You know,
you don't even know what it means, but people were saying
don't even know what it means, bro.
You get what I'm saying? Back then, 2014 Chirac, like you said, it's even then, but even then, you say relegation might be the way to get let out. It's not. Really, don't think we're gonna bounce back from relegation.
Wait, and I want to quickly add to this as well.
We will be a Forest or a Leeds.
The club's valuation is going to drop massively. He will not sell the club at a loss. The reason why he hasn't sold the club yet is because he's waiting for the right offer to come in. This is why he's preparing to sell the club. Within the next decade, Daniel Levy will sell. He will sell Tottenham Hotspur within the next decade. We're just trying to speed up the process. But if we get relegated, that will take us 10 steps back, because then he's going to have to find a way to bring in all these revenue streams that we've lost, TV sponsorship deals, all of these things. Then you have to think about the players. He's going to have to pay a lot of players out of their contracts, because a lot of players are going to force the club to let them leave. They're going to try and sue. They're going to do all of these things. The wage bill is going to have to get completely. We can't have players on 100 grand a week anymore. So if you think about it, getting relegated will the club might end up getting liquidated. Like, that's how far we could genuinely fall. And then you have to think about it as well. No European football. You don't get the money from Sky and TNT anymore. Do you know? Well, you get Sky, but Sky Sports Football,
TNT,
not Sky Premier League.
You lose the regular, because we're getting TNT coverage once a week, definitely. Whether it's Europe, whether it's Prem, we're getting that, or we get the Sky Sports. We are fucked, bro. Because you see, Jay, even what you just explained now, I didn't even see it as that deep. Like, even all that is just new again. So even as low as I thought we could get, you just added another layer onto the. Look, it could just get lower than that. This is bad, bro. This is bad. Like,
and you have to remember, I know, and just quickly, I know everyone will say like Villa got relegated, Newcastle got relegated, West Ham, Leicester, all of these teams. Their clubs are set up for there might be a scenario, maybe not as much Villa and Newcastle now because of how much they've grown, but Brentford, Palace, Wolves, Leicester, all of these teams are set up to expect the point where we might be in a dog scrap and we might go down. So they have clauses in players' contracts, right, that allow them to leave if they go down. Hence why we got Maddison for so cheap. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the way our club is set up to always be fighting to be in Europe, to be in and around the top 6, top 7 of the table, right? So if we go down, there's too many negative things that can happen that will literally flip the club on its head. That's why I'm saying if we go down, Levy doesn't leave. He doesn't leave for another 5 to 10 years at least. Because he has to build back up the value of the club again. We're valued at £5.5 billion at the moment, right? Which is a lot of money. He wants to sell the club for 7.5, I believe he said. 7.5 to 8 billion. That's what he's asking for. Bro. The club valuation drops down to about 900 million if we get relegated, maybe £1 billion. Then we have to reduce
because you got
We
to compare
will have to
all the
reduce the
revenue.
ticket capacity. We have to reduce the ticket prices. They go down. The food in the stadium, the prices, they have to go down. Then our kit prices. You can't be charging £125
Bro, that
for
Nike
for
tick's
a kit
getting ripped
that's in
off
the
and
champions.
replaced with
They will
Admiral
come to the shop,
or
yeah, and
something.
personally unstitch it, bro. I'm
Yeah,
telling
they
you,
will
fam.
personally
They will
unstitch
come
the
with a
thing.
needle, fam.
They
No,
will
like
tear
that,
that off
bro.
your chest, bro. There's no more Nike, bro.
Hmm.
That's
That's
gone.
the thing, man.
They
Honestly,
might
and
be
the thing
gone
is,
even now. They might be looking
Big
and
up,
thinking this
Mello. Big
club's a
up.
joke
yeah,
thing.
they might
Why
be
are
like, you
we?
man are 16th, bro. Get
They're
the
thinking,
shit
why are
out
we
of here,
affiliated
man.
with you lot?
Mm.
Like
You know what I'm
you lot
saying?
are not good.
We got Michael
Like,
Jordan, fam. We don't want you.
yeah, we don't want
You
you.
know what I'm
You lot are
saying?
like you lot are embarrassing the image. Like people laugh at you lot. I don't want you lot. Let me
You know
take
what I'm
that
saying?
Nike and give it to Aston Villa or give it to somebody that looks
Yeah,
good,
man.
Bournemouth or something.
That's
Let
the
me give
thing
it
with
to them.
Levy, bro. Like he wants to replace the footballing because remember, Levy and Enoch, yeah, they take the money generated by the club and put it back into the club, meaning that the club has only grown, yeah, because the fan base has increased and are putting more money into the club.
Yeah,
So if we're in the championship, automatically that's less fans that's going to come to the stadium, less fans going to buy season tickets, less fans going to spend money on the club, which means that they'll generate less money, which means they can't do as much. And the problem we've always had with Levy is that we're generating so much money that he's pocketing so much money instead of putting it back into the club. Like he's pocketing the money, putting it into other aspects that aren't football related. Now he's not going to have that. All the money that comes in, he's going to have to spend it on football. He can't spend it on the hotel. Can't spend it on Formula One. Can't spend
Even
it
that,
bidding on
the
concerts,
debts
bro.
of the club as well.
So
People
then,
are
You know what I'm
forgetting the
saying?
so
club's
then,
already
Yeah,
in
bro.
debt.
so then,
Yeah, bro. So
with all that being
you
said,
can't
then
put that
boys.
towards anything.
So with that all being said, then boys, am I wrong to say maybe there is something to hang on to then? Maybe there is something that because how I had it is that there's nothing for him to lose, even if we go into the championship, just purely based on all the other outside ventures that we have going on. So he'll still be able to make money and do whatever. But now you've just explained to me the real detriment to him of going into the championship. Am I wrong to say that maybe there is that last ray of hope that
Yeah, no, you're
But
not
that's why
wrong,
he's
bro,
so
bro.
active in the transfer market now, though,
But
because
that's
like,
why he's
yeah, if
trying
we're
to.
being honest, yeah,
He knows the
that's why
cost
he
of going
waited
down.
because if we signed Kingsley straight away for the Forster thing, innit? But if we're being
Mm.
real, yeah, let's say in January our performance has just flipped in it. We're winning in the league. Let's say we're like 10th, 9th, something like that, yeah. Bro, this thing ain't gonna go out and try and sign Tel and Tamori and all these guys. He's
yeah
not doing it because the performances have turned around and we're looking good. It's only because the performances are so bad and then got worse somehow. They were already bad in December and they got worse in January. So now he's like, okay, I have to do something. But even if we were
Wow.
like mediocre and we were like 12th, you wouldn't have signed no one. It's just
yeah
because we're on
you
free
wouldn't.
for all. We just lost to
Mm.
Leicester and Everton, who are below us, and now Everton can go above us.
And also,
Man
all the
United are now pulling
spotlights
away
on
too.
him, Elijah. All the spotlights on
That's
him now.
true as well.
Like,
Yeah,
That's what it
and
is.
and with what Razor's saying here, what will it take? I'm gonna try and put this into an analogy so it's easier to understand, right?
yeah,
Sometimes to get what you want, you just have to threaten someone. You don't
Yep.
have to like when you see people robbing someone, for example, they might pull the gun out, but they don't necessarily fire the gun at the person. They just use it to intimidate.
Yep.
So when we say hurt their pockets, it doesn't mean completely financially tear the club apart, but it means Levy needs to see a loss in his profits, just a small loss to say, oh, if this isn't sustainable, if I'm staying here, this loss of £100 million a year or 50 million next season could turn to 100 million. 100 million next season could turn into 250 million. And then
yeah.
before you know it, you've got empty stands, whole stands empty, and people are no longer buying shit in the stadium. The
People are
kit
quick to
prices
project.
have to
Yeah,
go down because no one's buying it. So now they're trying to incentivize people to buy it by reducing the ticket prices, reducing all of this. And don't get it twisted, right? We want one of two things. Either for Daniel Levy to sell the club and move on to a different business venture, or for him to get serious and start treating the football club like what Tottenham originally was before he came in, a football club,
And
not
can I just interrupt you there?
not an entertainment franchise. Yeah, go ahead,
And
bro.
can I just interrupt you? Personally, I'm happy with number 2. I'm happy with choice 2.
I think most of us want Daniel Levy to stay and fix up because he's such a
And
good
just fix
businessman.
up.
He's
Because
such a good businessman. Yeah, if he put 30% of that into football, we could have won something already.
I'm
So I
sure
think
that
most of us want him to just fix up rather than sell, bro.
exactly. And winning things is not. He will look at it, and a lot of fan bases look at what you just said, yeah, and they'll say, "Oh, but they've been in finals. They could have won this. They could have won that." And yes, you're right. But we could have been more. We can be more. I think for what we asked for is what we pay for. Do you get what I'm saying? What we pay for is what we want to see. We want to see that return on the pitch. We want to see that returned in, not just on the pitch, in everything you do. In all the, it's not just about getting the stadium and getting training facilities. Where's the infrastructure? Where's the people in there to make that properly run? Okay, one thing I will kind of give them is I think the youth is starting to come up. Maybe I might be talking prematurely, but I feel like since we've moved, I feel like there has been one or two youth players that have come out. But maybe I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just. But that's not. It's not enough. We need Levy to knuckle down properly. Start treating it like to say, yeah, I want to win. Like we said earlier, all I want to see is the ambition, bro. All I want to see is you make the movements to look like a team. Like if I see how Aston Villa's moving and that, they can't complain about nothing because all they can see is ambition, 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 ambition. And even if you don't win, then you just have to understand that's just it. That's just the way it is. My club's trying the best they can do. We're just not winning, whatever not. We're so far away from that. We're the complete opposite. It's like we're trying to do everything to not win. And that's what I can't take.
This comment is spot on. Not just, again, R1, you want to see more implications of what getting relegated would mean. The champions, our academy would get picked apart, bro. It would get picked apart by all the teams from all over Europe. They're picking our academy apart. Then we have to restart with the whole youth system. Obviously, players would stay. Don't get it twisted. We're not saying the whole academy are going to up and leave, but the promising talents that are coming through, the Mikey Moores, the Ajayi, I'm not going to say Dane Scarlett because but cool. The Scarlets, for example, the Dorringtons, the Jamie Donnelly, Vuskovic, Yang, all of these young players, they're getting sniped up like that. Like that, bro.
On the
too much. Big up Kavinsky, Night Glow. He says, Sky Sport, we spoke about that, with rejection. Angie's adored at every club he's been at. He's won titles and trophies at every club he's been at. He goes to Spurs. It's a familiar story. Jose Conte Nuno, all top managers bombed at Spurs. I hear that, right? And I hear what you're saying. However, my point is, right, two things can be true at the same time. Yes, Ange has won everywhere he's been. However, Ange has had, again, in Celtic, he spent 60% of the transfer window. 60% of the money spent in Scotland was spent by Postecoglou. So again, best team there. Yokohama, or whatever team it is in Japan, again, the Japanese league and the Premier League are two different things. Two different things. I could probably go out to Japan and get a tune out of them.
No cap.
There might be a language barrier, but I'd be able to get a tune out of them. So I'm not hearing.
I'll just flick on Blue Lock here, and these men will know what to do.
Phillips. You know what I'm saying, Ashley Phillips, bro. Bring him back. I don't want the youth to have to perform. It's not fair. It brings unnecessary pressure on the young talent. Exactly. And this is why we see.
You know what I will say though? I think even with that considered, I think there's a diamond being made in Archie Gray. Why I say that is because do I think he's the best player when he plays? No. But one thing I will give him, for the whole season, he's flipping well been there, bro. And I'm a guy that I'm with I'm from the side of availability is your best
best availability. What's the word? Best ability is availability.
Yeah.
That's it.
I feel like that is something he's shown, even though we all keep saying this, like he's meant to be playing in midfield and all that. He's playing out of position. I'll be real. I don't know what his position is.
I didn't even know this.
Playing out of position. I really don't know. But... yeah, bro, it's the truth. Like this, man. Yeah, bro. That's it,
man. You know what is about Ange? I'm gonna be real,
and that's his major thing in his life.
Yeah, pushcast though, man. You know what I'm saying?
Not on a ladder.
I know it's a big best baller he's ever seen, fam. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to Scottish League, Steven Gerrard went unbeaten with Rangers, fam. Like if that's not enough, Where's Steven Gerrard now, fam? Man's in Saudi, so
Look at what
no one
him
can ever
Nah,
tell
Gerard
he
me.
got
done.
sacked. He got
Yeah,
sacked. He got sacked. He's not even
yeah.
in Saudi
Oh, he's not
anymore.
even there no more. So no one can tell me about Scottish League as any source of credibility, fam, compared to the Premier League. I don't care. But even so, yeah, bro, do I care about his other trophies? No, he didn't win them here. I don't care what he did at other clubs. Like, the only reason I would care is in terms of your track record, I guess. But when you come to Tottenham, yeah, I judge you for what you're doing at Spurs. I don't care about, like, obviously Conte, he won a title at Chelsea. Cool, that's a good process in terms of vetting managers. But once you're here, bro, your title at Chelsea don't mean shit to me. If you're not doing a good enough job, you get sacked. That's how it goes. Same thing with a player, fam. If you're not good enough, I don't care where you've been, who you've played with, how many goals you scored at other clubs. If you're not performing here, you have to go. It's that simple, bro. So I don't really care when people say Ange managed here. Oh, this player played here. This Johan Landers from here. I don't care, bro. I don't care
Yeah.
who they are, where they've been at. It could be Messi for all I care. If he's not performing at Tottenham, bro has to go, fam. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need players. We don't need players based on their pasts, bro. We don't need that, fam. I don't see it. I don't see how that's their past is going to bang in goals for us. So, Ange, hey, shout out to you, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Don't care about your titles. I care about what you've done at Tottenham. Big on Money Talks AFC. Make sure you sub to the channel in it. But yeah, fam, I don't care what players have done when they're not here. I don't care what managers have done when they're not here. Fact of the matter is, they weren't here when they did it, so it don't mean nothing to me. I need
Do you know
people
what?
to be doing shit.
Do you know what? I'm somebody that you see, I agree with that, yeah, but then that will bring me into the kind of Conte conversation, because that's when I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of people use those sticks to beat Conte and beat Mourinho with, in a sense where a lot of people were on this, oh well, you're not getting the best out of the players and this, that, and the other, and blah blah blah, and oh, he doesn't want to be here because they think they're too big for the club and whatever not. But I think sometimes it's what's needed, because where we've been, like sometimes it's like you can kind of have that attitude of a Conte where I feel like he did have the attitude how kind of you're speaking about, in the sense of we're not seeing the Conte that we saw at Chelsea, but then I feel like he was never given the tools to be that. Same with Mourinho. These managers were never actually ever given what they're so I can't judge. Long story short, what I'm trying to say is I find it hard to judge people that come through our club, because I feel like they're never really equipped with the right stuff to perform the same way they may have performed at a previous club. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So especially when it comes to like the behind the scenes stuff, not necessarily always the players, but yeah, the players too. But a lot of the time, the behind the scenes staff and do you get what I'm saying? All that kind of thing. So I'm somebody that that's what I believe anyway. I believe that.
No, that's facts to be honest. I don't disagree with any of that. The only, I guess, pushback with quotation marks I'd even have is that you got to do the best with what you have in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to do the best with what you have. And even Mourinho and Conte, we laugh at their squads in it. Like, this squad is 10 times better than what they had. And whether they were getting the best out of the players or not, the fact of the matter is they had us in better positions. Conte had us in fourth and he was sacked, mainly because the fans didn't like his football. Mourinho had us in like 7th or 8th, got us to a final and then got sacked. That was obviously the most controversial sacking.
Big up
But,
Mr.
big up
Box
Mr. Box
Office,
Office.
man. Big up Alex.
Make sure you guys
Big
subscribe
up
to Mr. Box
Box
Office, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, in terms of, you got to just do well with what you have in it. And we know that the board is going to screw over the managers in it, because they're screwing over Ange as well in it. Like, I'm not oblivious to that. Every manager that's come through him, since I've been a fan, the first time I saw a manager really was Poch. Or the last year of Bale wasn't Poch in it, but properly Poch in it. Bro, Levy been setting up these managers to fail ever since I've been at Tottenham.
Everyone's set up to fail here. Like,
every time in it.
So
to succeed. So I give managers that sort of grace in it, in terms of like, yeah, I know these aren't the players that you're gonna want most of the time in it. I know if we put in a percentage, you'll probably get maybe like 30% of the players you want. 70% are next random NPCs, fam. So I get it, bro, honestly. But
the
at
problem
the end of the
is,
day,
Ange is way below.
Way down.
Like, he's way
even
below.
if he's mid-table, I would allow him. Even if he was mid-table, I would allow him. But relegation, you know what I'm saying? Relegation
battle. I don't care.
yeah, man. Honestly.
Like, And he has to take the responsibility again where it comes down to things like the injuries. Like, I'm sorry, but you just do, because some injuries, when it becomes a thing, like, I don't care if there's 10 injuries, if 5 of them are hamstrings, that's you. You've got some kind of part to play in this, because yeah, we
Finally,
can
sorry
say
about that, man.
that's cool,
All good,
bro.
all good, man.
Obviously, we can say, yeah, Bournemouth, they got however many injuries, 9 injuries or whatever it is, but I bet you it's not 5 of them is the same thing. Do you get what I'm saying? There's probably one's got hamstring, one's got knee, one's got arm, one's got, you know what I'm saying? It's all different stuff that they're injured in. Our ones is so repetitive, the injuries that are happening, that there's obviously a blame that needs to be taken. And yeah,
There's a
like,
common denominator, bro.
Yeah, we know it's the board, isn't it? It's just one of them things, yeah, where it's like, for me, my problem with Ange has never really been the like injuries and stuff like that. It's mainly just been because like it's the lack of rotation mixed with his quotes in the media. Like Ange's football philosophy is something that I completely disagree with 100%, which automatically makes me not want to have him here. The whole at the bare minimum he values entertainment and trophies and the same, or entertainment and winning the same. That already I disagree entirely. Our football philosophies just don't align at all. And I don't want someone who doesn't align with my football philosophy at my club in it. Like, it is what it
I
is.
hear it.
But
I hear it.
even in terms of even in terms of, I understand the injuries and I understand that this is what comes with football. Sometimes we're going to go through periods where we don't get many injuries. We're going to go through times like this where we have better in it. Like, that's just football. And even styles of play, like, I understand the flaws in the game. I spent so much time with Ash breaking it down on Spurs. I don't care about the tactics at this point, because every tactic has a flaw in it. It's just, can you exploit it very well? The problem is that we're just not getting the results on the table, innit? And even with tactics and all that type of stuff, Andrew's not rotating. Like, he said he's not going to rotate. He said he's not going to change style of play. I don't care about style of play at this point. It's just rotate. Like, we have players who could do better in this system if you give them a chance, and you won't give them a chance. So at this point, like, your whole football tactic philosophy mindset, I just completely disagree with it 100%, which is why I don't want him here.
And
That's
he's
really
going to
the main
make the mistake of not starting Mikey Moore tomorrow. I'm just letting everybody know now. Mikey Moore, like I'm saying, he's not the greatest player in the world, no. But when I see the man play, he creates up something. He does something. I prefer him on the what's his stats even? They're not bad. I think he's like what, two or three assists and a goal in 4 games since he's been back.
And he's not even starting them games, bro.
And he's not even starting. I think he only started one of them games. Like,
but even all we have to do is just whip the ball in the air, fam. Like, the best way we've been scoring goals recently is Porro and Mikey Moore whipping balls into the box in the air. Because we have 2 targets. We have Solanke and Richarlison, who are both best in the air. All we have to do is whip the ball, fam. But these men don't want to whip the ball.
We don't want to play with wide players unless they cut in.
Because they can't whip the ball, man. Then we don't have. Again, we're not signing the right players. And I said this yesterday. And big up Mumsy. My mum's a Chelsea fan. Obviously, I spoke to Mumsy about this, right? And she said to me, right, and she said, "And doesn't set the team up to the strength of his players. He sets the team up to his strengths as a manager." And that's the worst thing you can do as a football coach. Not set your team up to your players' strengths. Only set them up to your strength as a coach. And if your strength is this, everyone has to play this back, pop the ball around Champagne,
that's why it becomes square pegs and round holes.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about Champagne football, and we've got super malt footballers. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't, and that's why it always just looks disjointed. Sometimes you'll even think, like I say, the square pegs and round holes analogy is exactly what he is. He's the exact prime manager. I don't care what is going on. If I have 10 strikers, I'm still playing my formation. I'm still playing with the inverting. You're still gonna play fullback and invert. You're still gonna do everything that my formation does, because that is how I play football. That's the only way I see it happening, and that's how I see. And when we look at the way we play now, we don't create nothing. Like, there's times when we're going through the game for ages, and like, do you not feel entertained watching our matches? I'm not to say even because we know we'll lose, but just anyway, like, oh, we're creating chances, but
I'll tell you, R1, yeah. Every time we do a watch along, I poll in the chat, are you entertained, bro? There's never been a time yet, even when we're winning, that the answer is yes, fam. I'm telling you.
Never. I'm never
even this comment, fam, like a one-off, yeah. It's only a one-off until it happens again. And then again. And then at that point, it's not a one-off, innit? Like,
But
this, we're
people
only
say
saying
the
it's a
bottom
one-off.
three is too poor, yeah? That comment, the bottom three is
We've
too
lost
poor.
to 2 of the 3
We've
teams
lost
at home
to,
that are
I saw
too
we've lost to
poor.
3 of them. 3 of the
We haven't lost
teams
to
that are beneath
Southampton.
us.
Not
We
Southampton.
beat
But
Southampton,
but
we lost
But we
to
lost to Everton, we lost to
and
Leicester,
we lost
and
to
we lost to Ipswich.
oh
and we
shit,
drew
that's
with
3.
Wolves.
We lost to
And
And
we
we drew
drew
with
with
oh
Wolves.
Wolves at
yeah.
home.
So how, like,
I didn't even
we're not
peep,
any worse
bruv.
than them.
Everton's in
Like,
there.
we're not, I mean, they're not any necessarily worse than us, so I can't really say,
But 2 of those teams we lost to at home though. Like, it's not even away.
that's
We
even
lost
worse
to
than
Ipswich
at
and
our
Leicester
own
at
ground.
home.
Leicester we haven't beat. Leicester we didn't even beat. So let's just know that.
Look,
I don't think we're
look,
going
you know
to
what it is,
Ipswich
yeah?
and getting a
The
win.
cups, yeah? The cups are going to be the downfall. And the reason I say that is because, and I've spoken to Jay about this on stream as well. Bro, let's say we get through Liverpool in this cup. It doesn't even matter who we face in the final in it, because I'm not even worried about that at this point. It's going to be Newcastle anyway, but let's say we get past Liverpool. The cup, the final, yeah, is not until, what, end of April, you said, isn't it, Jay?
Yeah.
End of April. So
We
that
have
means
3 players left.
this is the 1st of February right now, yeah? If it's the end of April, that means we've got March and April. We've got 2 months of this football. If we're only
And the
good in
whole
cups,
of
yeah,
February as well, bro. We
the
still
whole
got
of
the whole
February,
of February.
the whole of March, and the whole of 3 months. My bad, 3 months. Because the end of April. So that means, yeah, if we're a cup team, we're only playing good in the cups and we can barely win in the league. That means, yeah, that we have to hold on to this manager for 3 more months. We have to go through this Premier League thing for 3 more months just for the possibility of winning a Carabao Cup. And let's say, yeah, we lose that cup. Let's just say hypothetically we get past Liverpool and lose in the final. That means we stuck with this manager for 3 months. We're in a relegation fight and we have no trophy. And even if we won this cup, yeah, let's say we won this Carabao Cup. Are we taking a Carabao Cup in a relegation fight? Like, is that our standards now as a club?
And that
and a
goes to say,
relegation fight.
and that goes to say what I heard. I think might have been Deji on one of his streams, who's been saying it quite often, that this is for the fans that sat and said, I will finish 15th and win a Carabao Cup because you let the other fan bases pressure you into talking about you.
No, there is shame. And there is shame. There is shame because we are 15th and we will have nothing to show for it. It is shame. Especially the fact that we beat that team. We beat the team already. We're going to Anfield, 1-0 up. So if we bottle it now, then it is shameful.
Why is there no shame? We have nothing else to play
We
for.
finished
Absolutely
fifth because
shameful.
we finished 5th because the teams around us were poor and we had a little head start by getting 28 points from 30 available. That's exactly why we finished 5th last season. Because guess what? Guess what? We still haven't gone past 28 points now, and we're in February. Okay, and look, thank you. You're always in the chat, and I appreciate you always being here. Listen, we can
Oh,
have
thank you.
differences in opinion. That's what this platform's for. Have conversation. And look, one thing about Ange, please no one in the chat disrespect her because, or him, I don't know if you're a him or a her, but don't
No,
disrespect
different
them.
opinions.
They're never horrible. They never put, even though we don't agree, she's never rude to me, never disrespectful, doesn't say horrible things. So let's try and keep it friendly. But this whole underdog narratives, right? Let me tell you who's the underdog. Leicester winning the FA Cup, they're the underdogs. They're the underdogs. Swansea winning a League Cup. They're the underdogs. Wigan winning an FA Cup. They're the underdog. We're Tottenham Hotspur. I don't care if we come up against Liverpool. We've beaten Liverpool before, so we
It
shouldn't
needs
go
to be
into that
head-to-head
thinking
We
clash.
literally just beat them
it
in the
needs to
first
be a
place.
clash, a
It needs to be a
head-to-head clash,
clash, bro.
because we're both
Head-to-head.
top teams. Or Liverpool are a top team. But then again, what does that lead me back to, Angie? We're not a top team.
We're not.
Okay, we're not a top team. So you
And we
can't
didn't
look
turn
at
up.
fans like us, yeah, and when we're sitting here saying we ain't gonna beat Liverpool, we're not beating Liverpool. It doesn't matter that we're still in the cups because we're going out of the cup.
Do you know how
You
bad this
can't
is?
look at us and blame us for thinking like this. Go on, Owen.
Yeah, bare people's stuff is going to change. Like all the Premier League branding of the top 6 and people's panel shows, and a lot will change if we're not here, you know. Like a lot of the dynamics of football will change. It's not going to be like when Newcastle and Villa and all them teams got relegated, you know. This will be a whole different thing. This will be a whole different kettle of fish to them. This will be like, whoa, like a heavyweight is actually gone now. Like them guys, even when they went, they were never heavyweights as such. They were just teams that were there. Now it's gonna be like an actual top 6 side with the potential of getting. And if we do this, the shame that this will
I hear
bring
you.
No cup
is
will
is
save that.
no cup will save that. No Carabao, little shitty Carabao Cup. Even
No
if you win
Europa.
Carabao and Europa, I can't take relegation, bro. I will never
No
stop
treble will
that.
save it, bro.
No treble saving that. Don't win me
The only
unless.
treble that's saving that is the treble of Europa, FA Cup, and staying up. That's what the treble is,
Oh yeah,
bro.
I'll take that treble. Yeah, give me that.
That's our only
Give
treble
me
that we
that,
can win the season,
and
bro.
you'll hear noise. Even if I'm 17th, if I win them
Yeah.
2 cups and I finish 17th, you will hear it. I am
Yeah,
gonna be
No,
saying
yeah.
17th is still relegated. No, it's not. It's not. It's the
It's
one
not.
place
the
above
one
relegated.
place
It's
Yeah,
not.
you're
above.
right.
If I finish 17th, but I got Europa League and an FA, or I got Europa League and Carabao in my back pocket, I'm being shameless. I'm gonna let man know that now.
Don't
But
get it
Yeah, I'll be
twisted.
shameless as well.
It's still thank you
And
for the memories and see you later.
yeah,
And
I'm being
don't get it
shameless.
yeah,
twisted.
I'm going to
It's thank
enjoy
you
the
for the
moment.
memories and see you later. But we will
and
be happy
yeah,
because we won cups.
yeah.
But I need
And just
I
the
will
thing.
need Ange out because
Oh
17th
yeah.
is disgusting.
The 17th is
There's
still
That's
disgraceful,
right.
isn't it?
at no juncture should any manager in the Tottenham Hotspur dugout think that
Yeah.
finishing 18th, 17th is acceptable. Because, like I say, we are basically at this point we are close to 16th. Like it's not done and dusted.
I hear
6th
you, and
And I
I
want people
agree.
to be clear,
place.
yeah. The only reason we're accepting 17th
Yeah,
now is
I
because we're
agree.
in a relegation fight. We're not accepting at the start of the season. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
17th. No. And at the start of the season,
Imagine
17th is
someone said that at
no.
the start of the season we'll be 15th in January. I would laugh at you. I'll say, bro, you're chatting rubbish. Like,
I'll be
there's
like, nah,
no.
these players got 5th last year and we added Solanke. No way,
I'll be
innit?
like, bro, I'll be
But
like
there's a
third.
way.
Not third, I'm chatting rubbish, but I would have been like, I'll be at least 6th, 7th, like by that time. Like, I don't expect
Literally,
to be
bro.
15th.
Literally, man.
And not just 15th. Like, the gaps are getting like fat, bro. Like, the gaps are
Yeah.
widening. We are 20 points behind Bournemouth. I think it is. No, not Bournemouth. Forest, I think it is. One of them, man, there.
Crazy.
20 points. You don't catch that.
It's
That's
impossible.
over with.
Impossible.
I don't know I don't know. Bro, I have nightmares, man. That's the best way.
Oh, we got a transfer bomber in the chat, people.
Oh, what? Villa?
Signing Rashford.
Villa have agreed a deal to sign Marcus Rashford. Oh my god, the chat keeps disappearing.
Bro,
Boys,
Villa
give me your
are
thoughts on this while I
ridiculous.
sort the stream out thing out. Go on, give me your
Well,
thoughts.
I don't want Rashford anyway,
Bro,
so hey, they can have him.
yeah, and it's not just about the player, it's just Villa. They are out here on breaking, they are moving like criminals, bro. They're on breaking every single rule if it means man's getting Champions League and I'm closer to winning things. I don't know who's in charge of them, but bro, Aston
Shout
Villa,
out to them.
you lot are enjoying life right now. That's all I can say.
Shout out to them. So that means Tell will be going to United, isn't it, at that point? Because they're getting rid of Rashford now, finally. So
Oh
I
yeah,
think they'll probably Tell's probably waiting for United to get rid of Rashford, so Tell can go to United. So I guess that's what's gonna happen now, isn't it? At this point. So shit.
Look, even
Oh yeah,
Turkey,
Murdoch just put it in the chat anyway. Yeah, Tell to United. There you go, innit? So yeah.
look, we should get Turkey for 25 mil. He's already in talks with Bournemouth. Plus, I think he's a bit of a luxury. I'll take him. I ain't saying I wouldn't. But I think he's a bit luxury.
He's a streets will never forget kind of player, fam. You know.
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
a streets will never forget, man. Like he's one of them. He's not really gonna do much for you, but you'll be able to have a good compilation.
Yeah, but Rashford is dead, innit? So I wouldn't even want him at Tottenham anyway, innit? So
yeah, I don't want Rashford. It's just the ambition for Villa though. They're in it to win it, bro. If there's a player going,
I gotta
Villa's
respect
hands is in the pie. Villa's hands are in there. They're greedy. They're moving.
I can agree. This is a fair point, though. This is a fair point. I was gonna say if he gets us into the top 10, and
I wouldn't.
I'm not allowing this guy 10 games.
No. We've seen Ten Hag, fam. Nope.
I'm not allowing him 10 games to fuck it up.
To 10 games to lose. That man won an FA Cup, yeah. Ten Hag was like, man, if United sign me, I'm gonna go win trophies somewhere else. United was like, oh shit, all right, cool. We'll give you a year extension. Bro, we see them now, fam. No.
Bro, I promise you, I'm not having it. I'm not
doing
having
it, bro. He has to finish mid-table at bare minimum, bro. Because I said I would take. So I predict we finish between 7th and 10th.
Actually, I'll be real with you.
Disgraceful.
I'll be real with you. I don't think there's anything he can do to make me want to keep him, even if he wins cups and that. Like, I just don't like this manager. I don't. Because look, see the position we're in now. Yeah, well, you know that with this relegation battle, I think it might have been even Sava or somebody that was saying on there. He's not a manager for this. He's a manager that he's going to keep trying to. We need managers that are on defensiveness now. Even going into the semi-final, that's the kind of, we need a pragmatic manager for this. He's going to go in all guns blazing with this weakened team. We're going to get slapped. That's why we can confidently say we're going to get slapped by Liverpool, because we're going to hand them the game. And this guy is handing everybody he's handing everybody 3 points at this point. And in this where we're at now, we need to just try and take a point where we can take it. This guy's 3 points or nothing. And a lot of the time it's coming up as nothing. So even them 1 points that you could gather, 1 point here, 1 point there, 1 point there, 1 point there, these are things that help you. I can't believe I'm having a discussion about things like this, but this is one of them things that help you to survive. And oh my God.
Yeah, when R1 sits up, it's serious, bro. That, fam.
Man are describing how to do relegation battle. Like, I never thought that I would ever be having a discussion like this.
And it's peak because, like, I'm one of the guys in it that's like, yo, we could get past Liverpool in it, but even so, bro, like, I don't even think the cup is worth it at this point. Like, just because of how bad the season is going, fam. Like, people say, oh, I assumed in it, if we're gonna make it to the final of a cup competition, it means we're playing decent football. We can go and actually compete with the bigger teams, bro. We're not doing that, bro. Because when Liverpool obviously came to that first leg just on some joke man thing, like, we saw it because a couple weeks before that they pammed us 6-3, bro. They had us 5-1 down, fam, at our own stadium. So clearly that man won some joke thing. They didn't really give a fuck. Like, it was so obvious, fam. Now even the cup is just not worth it because of all the shit that comes with the cup, fam. Like, I don't see it, and that's the thing. Like, I just don't see no like actual light at the end of the tunnel in terms of us progressing. Like, if we win a cup, this is a Ten Hag trophy. No one can ever convince me otherwise, fam.
It's just a plaster.
Ten Hag. You know what I'm saying? It's a plaster, fam. Like, he won a trophy, but them man are getting turned over every week. You know what I'm saying? They're joke men in the league, joke men in Europe, but they manage to pick up a couple cups in it. Like, this is a Ten Hag cup. And I'm not giving. I need to have standards better than that, because Man United have better standards than that, and I want to be on Man United's level as a club. That's the standard I want to hold. So if they're not going to accept the Ten Hag trophy, I'm not going to do it neither, bro. He has to go regardless, fam. Thank you for the trophy.
He has to go.
I appreciate you ending the curse in it of this Voldemort up top, but you're not good enough ultimately, so you have to go, fam. Is what it is.
But then we keep saying this having to go thing, and that we want the manager gone, but are we just going to be like, if we was to get rid of him now, we're not getting anyone else in. But what we have to remember,
that's also true.
What we have to remember is we were in summer. That's prime time to get your new manager, not someone just gone 23 when he came. Yeah. In that summer, how many managers rejected us up until the point where we got Ange? I'm sure it was about 4 or 5, right?
Probably,
if we can't get manager deals done in the summertime, how the hell are we gonna get it now when we're in on our knees? We're on life support, basically. How are we going to get a manager to come in and want to fix this? They don't even want to come when it's fine.
I've been saying Ange's here to the end of the season, bro. I said this back in December. I'm sticking to it. I'm just gonna be here to the end of the season. There's no, he can't get sacked. He's untouchable. Get sacked. I'm just untouchable until the end of the season. It's that simple.
We are so unattractive, bro. We're so unattractive. No manager is coming here. I'm even thinking, like, who's the managers that are just chilling, that doing nothing? Like, the only one called Allegri.
Bro, you know when you're in a club,
he might just say, "Fuck that, bro. I'm not going."
Yeah, you know when you're in Carney, innit? And you see a Len gal, you want to move to that, innit? You try and move to the gal. You see the fat ugly friend in it, just cock blocking the thing, bro. That's Tottenham, fam.
That's just Tottenham.
That's what, no one wants to move to them, so they're like, fuck this, we're gonna just school everyone, fam.
You're just
dead. That's what it is, bro.
You're just dead. Horrible. Like, it's becoming like, why are you always at the function? Like, that's what we're becoming. Like, why are you not always here? Like, the other teams are thinking like, the disrespect we're holding from teams like every team is disrespecting.
Every team in the world can
in the world. Not just in the league, not just in Europe, in the world. We couldn't beat Tamworth. Like, I beg you to understand that. We couldn't beat Tamworth in 90 minutes. We couldn't beat them. They could have beat us, though. We couldn't beat Tamworth.
They had the best chance of the game, fam.
That is how bad we are. We've never been worse. All these old people that are Spurs fans and all 60 plus and all that, man, they've never seen times darker than this, bro. They've never seen nothing worse than this in all their lifetime. This
boys.
is mad.
Boys, let's before we wrap up, let's get on to the Brentford game tomorrow. Give me your score predictions and yeah, just give me your quick thoughts on the game. I'll go to you, Elijah. What are you thinking?
Probably a 2-0 Brentford, to be honest. Visa and Buemo and who's that, Cam Normstrad or something? I forget the name, bro. I'm an idiot. But yeah, them man are gonna turn us over probably. I don't take any pride and joy saying that. I hope we go and slap them, but what's there's a thin line between hope and delusion, fam, innit? So yeah, Bournemouth. I said Bournemouth. It might as well be Bournemouth. Brentford are gonna turn us over. It's gonna be long, fam. I say 2-0. I don't even think we'll score.
R1, chat to me, bro. What are you saying?
I think we're gonna lose 3-1. I think we'll be Brentford 3-1. I think see it there, Brentford. I think it's 3-1 Brentford. I think we will score one. I don't know if we'll score first or we'll score consolation. But I think we'll be dominated for most of the game. I think Brentford, or maybe we'll have a lot of the ball like we try to do, but Brentford will be devastating on counters. They will kill us on transition. Thomas Frank's probably just he ain't even cooked up the plan. You're playing and it's a late night. You can stay out, you can chill. You ain't got to go home and write no plans and get tactical or nothing like that. It's an easy day at the office. So I'm seeing a 3-1 win, and Buemo's getting 2, maybe a whistle, maybe a centre back rising, nice header, something like that. But 3-1 I'm fine with.
Yeah, man. Very Chester, big up, bro. To Desmond 2-2. Look, I hear it. Look, I'm gonna go 3-2 Brentford. I think it's just gonna be a bit end to end. I think there's gonna be a lot of goals in the game. Yeah, I mean, it just goes to show you, lot, when we're sitting here and we're not confident, kind of just goes to show you the state that the football club's in at the moment. Do you get what I'm saying? But big up everyone, man, for being locked in. Make sure you smash the like. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe. Who's live that we like, people? Who's live right now?
Fam.
Say that again.
Who's live right now that we can raid, fam?
Who's live?
Yeah, because I think he wants to raid another streamer, innit?
Okay, right.
That's why I'm trying to see who's live. I don't even know, fam. Chat, do you know who's live, bro? I don't even know, fam.
Where's she?
I can't even see no one that's live,
Yeah, I can only see. I can't see no one live. Someone probably somewhere.
Right, fuck it. If no one's hold on.
Someone. No one's live, then let's peek, innit?
What? The West Ham live. The West Mali, go get the link. Mali, go get. Can you man hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Still.
All right. So
yeah, if anyone's got a link in it, just put that in the chat.
Stream. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, people. We're gonna go raid mics. So put it in the chat. People can go and. It should be in the chat. There we go, people. Here's the link.
There we go, man.
So please.
There you go, man.
Go and show him some love, man.
We'll get in there, man.
Yeah. I know Mike's. Everyone go over to Mike's.
I mean, can't. Everybody, click the link. Go into his channel. Make sure you guys like and sub to his channel while you're over there. Type in Hotspur Cave Raid as well. You know what I'm saying? Man will put it in the chat. Make sure you go show him some love, man. You basically want to put that in there. Hotspur Cave Raid, man, when you're over there. Show him some love. Make sure before you leave the show, hit the like and subscribe button as well. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what the likes is. I'm moving like Jay. I don't even know what it's 150 likes, bro. Hey, shout out to the people who like the stream.
Shout out to the chat,
50 likes, bro. That's crazy. I'm not even got more like. You know what I'm saying? You man are generous today, bro. No
man, you not feeling the content, fam. You know what? You get me?
We appreciate that. Make sure you guys go support Mike's as well, man. Make sure you go show his channel some love too, fam, on the real.
Come on, man. Can't hear you, bro.
Muted.
I just locked off the whole thing.
Oh shit, fam. Scuff stream, bro. Scuff stream. Yeah, long day, bro.
Long day, man. It's
Bro.
done. Long day.
Hey, shout out to everyone in the chat though, man. Shout out
Shout
Swab,
out
shout
to
out
the chat,
John,
man.
shout out
Love for the
Mello, shout
engagement,
out
though,
Ray
man.
Chester, shout
Oh,
out
man,
Ange
like
Smith,
Philly and
shout
that.
out
I see
Marley,
you in
my
the chat,
bro.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out Philly every time. Shout
Philly
out to
and
everybody who's come through the stream, man.
Kavinsky, come on, man. Bare people.
Bare
Bare
people
people
came
is in
through,
there.
showed the love, man. If you guys love this show, don't worry, bro. We're gonna be back here next Saturday
We're
too,
back
you know,
here
like
next
that,
week,
fam.
man. Hopefully
You know
there's
what I'm
something to
saying?
be happy about, because you know what makes it worse is that we're coming off the back of 2 weeks in a row. We've come in here off the back of wins, you know, but you would never think that.
You would never think it, bro.
Like, you would
Literally.
never actually think we just won our last game, like when we
It's
come
peak,
here.
man. I
It
just
is
don't
peak.
like. I know the competition in the Europa, like as of the group stages, is not as great in it, but it's the fact that we like it's just so peak how like different we are in the Europa League and in the Prem. Like, I know the competition's a bit harder in the Prem, but it's
Yeah,
like
it's the competition level. Like
we're like
Elfsborg,
two different teams. It's
I
like,
don't think so. I think we're the same. It's just when you play teams like Elfsborg, it's like,
yeah, I
yeah,
hear
bro.
it, man.
You
It
know what
just
I'm
felt like
saying?
even
It's
look at
just
Son in
not
it. Like, I know them man, yeah, IKEA guys in it, but Son was
yeah.
out there just
Son
twisted, man,
was
actually
just
going for feints.
smoking dons.
Yeah, when
That
was the
Don, I
last time we
suppose,
seen?
huh?
We ain't seen stuff like that. When's the last time we seen Son go for body feints, bro?
He
We
ain't
haven't
cooked
seen
no
that.
one in the Prem like that since Trippier last season versus Newcastle. He
Literally,
has
fam.
not
So
given no one that type of work for time. Like how he was doing my
yeah.
man on the thing. I'm surprised if he's still got ankles left. I have not seen Son move like that.
To be fair, yeah, Trippier ain't been the same, bro. Them man started Livramento and that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
Trippier, he
saying?
ruined Trippier that day. He
He's
ruined him. It
gone,
goes under
fam.
the radar, but he absolutely cooked him. And since
Nah,
then,
on a real.
I ain't seen Son move with such left-wingedness in a
He's
long
just not a
time.
winger no more, fam.
He's
It's
just
peak,
not,
fam.
man. He's just a
LJ in the comment, bro. I can't lie, bro. It's scuff stream, fam. Man, man, I'm put the fries in the bag. You know that's crazy,
also
man.
put
I
the
ain't gonna
fries in
lie.
their bag.
Hey,
That's
that's
it. Back it
crazy,
up.
bro. That's a big up Victor Moses and Loftus Cheek, fam. I ain't gonna lie. You got to tell me which is which, fam. I'm
That's
gonna
a
be
Victor
real.
Moses, a Loftus Cheek, you know. And like, who's which?
Yeah, which
You
is
you're
which, fam?
probably Loftus Cheek, I'm guessing.
Maybe I'll be Loftus Cheek, man. You need to compare me to someone a bit taller than that, bro. You know, like
I've got
that.
a prem. Has Loftus Cheek got a prem? Because Victor Moses does.
Fairs, bro.
Yeah, I got a prem parked off.
He does have a prem, you know, the right wing back and
I
that.
feel
It's
like
crazy.
Moses has won something else that he shouldn't have won. What else has he won? Has he won something
Alright,
else?
I'm back. Can you not hear me?
Yes,
Maybe a
shit.
couple of nations, maybe I don't know.
Alright, cool. I man, everyone in here, the 18 people in here, go over to Mike's channel. The link is in the chat. Look, it's there. Go and raid Mike's. I've got a jet. I've got some stuff to go take care of. People, God bless. We'll catch you next week, Saturday.
Next
Same
week,
time.
man.
Make sure you're here.
In a bit.
Check out both the lads as well, man.
Bless
Catch you
up,
lot
Jay
next week.
Elijah.
Hotspur
Bless
Cave
up, bless
raid.
up.
Hotspur Cave raid in Mike's chat. Let's go, people. Run it up. Take
Let's
care.
go.
God bless. Peace.
Love.